Okay, are we good to go? Everyone good to go?
See?
Okay. Last time on our adventures, you guys figured out through Valxis's communication skills that the Earth Elemental and the remaining Warforged in the mines weren't actually hostile, at least towards you, and were just protecting themselves from the Warforged that had been branded. Upon gathering this information and being given the body of Jensen from the Earth Elemental Stone Breath, and hearing that he was the reason that everything happened, you brought the body up to Drovek Braun in the mining facilities, and he gave the body to the workers who have been not able to work this entire time. He gave you the information you were looking for, a list of names that work with Keiso, and additionally told you where Keiso's manor was, to the north of the city, or village. You guys left, found out that Aphelion was missing, that he had walked out at some point and no one saw him leave. And after a brief spat between Jin and Drell, which would then led to a game show for Yol, you guys decided to have Henry hold guard or watch over the entrance to the village while you guys went to the manor to scope it out. You found out that it was kind of just in an open area. Didn't look at, like, there was nothing specifically suspicious, that there was a gated-in area in the back, and upon waiting until nighttime and further looking at this house, you saw that one room in particular had a light on inside. You guys tried to sneak your way into the back courtyard, failed miserably, and the light went out. Upon finding a bulkhead, which through an investigation check showed you the symbol of the phoenix underneath one of the handles, the same light that went out appeared in the window above all of you, shocking you all as you stood in someone's backyard without permission to enter. And that's where we start this session. The light goes up above you guys. Are you guys going to try to hide or something? Or are you all just going to stare at whoever's in the window? Or
So, just a refresher.
What's up?
We're in front of a bulkhead, right?
You're in front of, like, a cellar door underneath a window, like, trying to open it. And a light has turned on in the window right above you, and you guys saw, like, the silhouette of a figure as the session ended last session.
Jin is gonna press up against the wall under the window. Or,
give me a
like, press
stealth
against the wall.
I will just hit the floor.
You're just going to get on the ground?
Yup.
Make a stealth check, you said?
Yeah.
Just up as fast as I can.
Everyone who's trying to hide, I need stealth checks from all of you. I'm also
21.
gonna... Henry,
I
seeing
went
you guys
invisible.
all... You did? Okay. Good to know.
8.
Yeah,
Eight.
that was the last thing I remember saying.
Yeah, I think you did. Henry, seeing Valxis fly up, pulls out the frog and just... and raises out. He's
Just
gone.
Mary Poppins
Yeah,
out of
he just
there.
Mary Poppins himself out.
A 15 my stealth.
I think an 8's fitting for what I did, though. It's kind of fair. It's fair. It's just. It did just kind of, like, grab the bulkhead
Okay,
handles,
I need
jiggle it a
to
bit, and
I
then
need to
just
do
slam the
something real quick
ground.
behind the scenes. Hold on. So wait, I only have 3 stealth rolls right now out of 5 of you, or out of 4 of you. So who didn't roll? Ben didn't. Oh, you're invisible, but just roll it with advantage, just in case. I'm curious. Not that like
Sound
you'll be
check.
able to be seen if you're invisible, but I'm curious because you do make sound while invisible. 19, yeah, you're fine. Whatever, 19 plus whatever. It's not a 36. It's not a 36.
Dirty
It's
20.
an advantage. Dirty 20, yeah,
dirty
you're fine.
20, wow.
You guys are fine. The only person who's still not hidden right now is Drell, who just laid flat on the ground and expected whoever it was not to see him. 1 second.
Yeah.
I need to make some rolls real quick.
What's the date?
20.
Real life? 28th.
Oh, we're on our computer.
And you have multiple monitors.
And a phone.
I'm rolling a lot of things. Hold on.
Oh boy. No, you're fine, dog.
I mean, everyone else is seemingly gone.
Except for me, huh? Shit.
Yeah, most everyone.
Damn.
That's a natural 1, 11, 18,
Well, these are a lot of rolls.
Fuck, this is so much to write down. One sec.
It's all good.
Okay. Henry and Valxis are in the air. Ben is invisible. The light is still on, and Drell is just laying on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Trail! Get up!
I peek my head up.
You look up and you just see Aphelion in the window holding fire in his hands.
Bro, what the
What the fuck?
Man, I stand up and I'm like, man, you had me going, and I start jangling the fucking bulkhead doors again.
They don't move. Like I said last session, it's not that they're like, it's not like they're a normal bulkhead door where if it's locked, you can still pull it a little bit and make noise with it. They are concrete, solid, locked.
Fuck.
But you do have that symbol underneath the handle.
Do you
what
want
is
me to
this?
come down to you, or do you want to come up to here?
The
Oh,
window's
no,
currently
it's-
closed, so you're just hearing.
Oh. Fucking open the window if I can.
Ben is also Ben. You see him now that he's
So
talking
this-
to Drell. You're just like, oh, but you're still
As soon as
invisible.
Yeah, I'll
I'm
stay
gonna start
invisible.
climbing.
Can I open the
bulkhead.
window?
Yeah, I'm gonna start climbing the bulkhead to like.
Sure,
go
try to
towards
open the window.
Oh,
It's locked.
oh fuck! Wow. There's a
Uh,
latch.
they're like a-
latch.
Make
Can
an
Can I look
investigation
around
check.
for a ledge?
So I'm assuming they're just talking like over Jin.
Oh,
while
no,
he's
now
just
they're
laying
talking.
against the wall.
Literally, you heard Aphelion say, Drell. Valxis and Henry are up in the air, though. They don't hear anything. They're just looking down at now a window is opening.
Jin is gonna step
Uh,
off from the wall and wave them
yep.
to come down.
Okay, Henry just starts slowly deflating the frog as he comes down.
Ooh.
I mean, with an 8 even, yeah, it's a normal window. It has a latch. You just undo the
Oh,
latch
my
and
God.
lift up. It's a little hard, but you got it up.
It's
Oh,
a Aphelion.
And I climb through the window.
We're,
Roll me an athletic
we're just
check.
going inside.
Can I assist? Try and pull him up?
Sure, with advantage.
Why do I never use acrobatics, man? It's
Acrobatics is the ability to catch yourself or do cool shit like flips. Athletics is your physical strength to be able to pull yourself up somewhere.
Climb,
doing a flip.
vaulting.
Although eventually, as a monk, you do get shit where you can like, literally like climb walls
climbing
like
speed.
with your feet. Yeah, like just
Yeah.
What
walk
was
up
the
walls.
first one I got? 15?
16.
16. Yeah.
With a 16, yeah, you climb into the window.
Yeah.
I guess we're going in. And Jin is gonna follow in suit now.
Okay. I'm gonna say with you guys all helping each other, you can pull each other in. Ben, you're still invisible, just standing in the yard watching all this happen. Valxis and Henry come down from their flight.
Typical Ben, dude.
Henry actually just kind of like positions himself so as the frog deflates, his legs go into the window, and he kind of just like, and then
What is
gets
he,
himself
Mary
in.
Poppins that shit?
Yeah,
Like,
that's what he did. Yeah, that's his flight.
Damn, Henry's tough.
So you guys, everyone, but I mean, Valxis, are
Are
you going
we-
into the window or? There is a back door, literally like 5 feet to the right.
I'm gonna go to the back door.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll go to the back door.
Are you trying the door?
Yes.
Door's unlocked.
Oh my god.
Walk in.
Aphelion, you remember the door to the front door was unlocked. You kind of just walked in when you got
Dude,
here.
What the fuck?
Forgot about that.
What are you doing here?
I thought to go on ahead. It seemed that the situation had concluded in the mines, and time was of the essence. We have to find Keiso quickly. So,
How did
Tried
you
to go on
know
ahead.
to come here?
I'm just glad you're not stars.
it's Kaiso's
yeah.
manor. Talked to a few people, and they just pointed me in the right direction.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
God. I mean, when you do put it that way, I guess it is that easy. It is the third largest building here.
I mean,
How
in
long
most
have you
cases,
been
when
here?
don't- How long has Aphelion been bumbling around in the manor?
4 hours. And you weren't bumbling around in the manor. You spent, and this is
Oh,
gonna
very
be
brief.
like flashback moment. When you got here, that voice told you to go into the house. Just go in. And you were questioning it, but you decided to go along with it. That's how you realized the front door was unlocked. And it pointed you in the direction of this study, which is the first door on your right as you walk in. You spent a lot of time in that study. There were papers everywhere. There were candles that had been burned down a little bit. You noticed when you first walked in and you looked around before even going into that room that like there was a piano in the main like lobby, but it was
Right.
covered with a sheet. Like everything was like covered up, like no one lives here. But then you went into the study and it seemed heavily used and lived in.
So through the window, we're currently in the lounge area, or
you
the
guys are in like a
study?
lounge in which there's a fireplace and a
Gotcha.
couple like really elegant chairs and a rug, and there's couches in the back, but those are also covered with sheets on them. This is your first time in this room trying to investigate like the noise that you heard that got you to turn off your light. Valxis, what he'd be able to explain to you is that when you were floating above the house and the light went out and then went back up, it wasn't a spell ending and then a spell starting. It was he had lit candles and the candles had burned down to nothing, and then he just held Produce Flame in his hand. So the light going out was the candles going out and him pulling up Produce Flame to then keep lighting. Aphelion, I need 3 consecutive investigation checks to determine what you figured out while you were in that study.
2, 3 consecutive.
He was here for 4 hours.
So Corey, this room we're in, I'm drawing a map.
So you're in the eastern wing of the house, but you're in the back room, so the back right corner of the house. The room he was in was the front right corner. That is the study. You're in like a lounge. So with those 3 consecutive, hold on, I need to make sure.
Yeesh. 9, 18, 11.
Okay. So at first, it's a lot of clutter. It's really hard. It was really hard for you to figure out anything. You sat down at this desk and you were almost more in awe of things around you. Give me 1 perception check that would have persisted throughout the entirety of your time in the room. Okay, 25. Very quickly, you noticed there was a painting, a large painting behind the desk, and you pulled a sheet off of it, and it was an elegant painting of a full-blown phoenix amidst the fire plane. There were different bookshelves and books. You kind of skimmed through them, nothing out of the ordinary. A lot of them were dusty, almost like the study is used, but none of the books on the bookshelves are. No one comes here and cleans. You went through the desk, drawer after drawer. You found some, found the deed to the place. You found, different sorts of papers of pay stubs, sort of things like records of him being paid by the mining company. You found... It took about an hour or 2, but eventually you started getting into, bills of sale for a product that isn't listed, isn't named. More names. Then you found a little booklet that had names in it. But you don't know who any of these people are, who any of the names are, so it was hard to find that relevant. Eventually, the voice in your head got frustrated that you hadn't found anything yet, and wanted you to investigate the papers less and the desk more. And through an investigation of the desk, and you kind of going underneath it and checking different things, checking under drawers, you eventually found a locked compartment in one of the drawers that had the symbol of the phoenix on it, but didn't know how to open it. And upon finding that and trying to look around for a place to open it, that's when you heard the sound that caused you to turn off the light.
Okay. So locked compartment with the phoenix, behind a false panel or just under the desk?
So you opened a drawer, there was a ton of papers and stuff in it, you took everything out, and then there was a symbol on the base that looked like that would be the false panel.
Gotcha.
For you to lift up because the drawer is deeper.
Gotcha. Okay.
But you haven't explored the rest of the manor. You spent all of your time in this one room. Okay. This is also your first time in the lounge. And now all of you are in this lounge. And he can convey that information to you. If he wants to say, I just tell them everything I found, then you guys all know. Ben, you're still outside.
I tell them everything I
No,
found.
I walked in.
Oh, did you walk in?
Not
Are you still
how-
invisible?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll tell them
Behind
everything I
boxes.
found, but keep the fact of my inspiration for going to this to
Okay.
the particular
You guys have no
locations
idea about the
to
voice, but
himself.
you do know that he just... Make a deception check for me. Because this is a matter of being told by people around the town where Kaizo's house was.
Sure.
And whoever would assume that Aphelion is lying
Fuck.
can make an insight check.
Well, shit.
Whoever is
I don't
curious,
think he's lying.
I was going to say, whoever's curious of Aphelion and his intentions and whether or not he'd be lying are allowed to make an insight check, but take it from a character's perspective of whether or not you would believe or not believe Aphelion. So is anyone going to try to make that insight check? No? Okay.
Where's Ben? I see 1, 2, 3.
Well, he was.
Ben, he was right
Right.
with it.
I like turn around. And I'm like, he was right.
I wave.
Uh,
And I go, oh, I drop invisibility.
You guys just see.
Jeez.
He's
Oh
right in
my
front of you.
fucking god.
You've had that the whole time.
Man, you guys
It's
really put
more
effort
of a
into
reflection
hiding, huh?
thing.
Uh,
So, reaction.
Is that a new spell when you leveled up?
No.
Or have you had that? Okay. I'm trying to take it as like your new spells or flashes of memories or dreams, and that's how you're getting them the use of them back.
Well, I think I know what we might be looking for, but if we want to take a look here, see if there's anything else, any other clues that we can find.
okay.
That's right.
All
Most of
we
it's
really-
just- Most of it seems unused and dusty, anyways.
As you guys are looking around this lounge, it looks like someone moved in or died and then they covered everything and no one else has bought the house since. Like, it just seems unlived. This whole
Someone
this whole
died in
lounge.
here.
Don't think so. Just seems absent.
Yeah,
Neglected.
this place is bare.
Come follow me, and I'll lead him to the study.
Okay.
Jin will follow suit then.
You guys go out into the main lobby, and you guys now see, like, there's a large piano. Sort of seems like someone would be playing this as people enter the house for any house parties or anything. Covered in a sheet. You see a dual stairwell that goes up to the top floor. The top floor has 3 doors, a west wing, a right wing, and 1 door going straight back. And you see a door, because you guys are coming from the back of the house. It's on the left if you were to go in the front door, so like a west wing, but you see 1 door on the right side. And then the door to the study that you guys know is already there.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'll lead them in the study. Does anybody have that paper before? The one with the phoenix symbol? think-
I have the phoenix
You picked
symbol.
it.
Yeah.
Come here and take a look, and I'll show him to the bottom of the drawer where all the papers are lifted and kind of just really in the room it just looks a little bit messier than it
Yeah,
might have
this
been.
desk is a mess. There are just papers everywhere. Whatever Aphilion's like crazy organization scheme for trying to figure out what the fuck is going on in here is, and has been for 4 hours, just rifling through papers, putting a stack here, a stack there, whatever. He leads you to the drawer. You open the drawer is now empty, but there is in the bottom, or at the bottom at the base, a center, like a little symbol of the phoenix. With what looks like a kind of like a keyhole. In like the
Okay.
mouth.
All right.
Did
And you guys do see the
the-
painting on the wall and everything.
did the foreman ever give you like a house key, perhaps, or just pointing you in the right
No.
direction? No.
Just pointed us in the direction.
So
I mean,
the
could we
the
try to take the drawer out and shake it and see what's in there?
you can try that, DM Corey. Is the sheet off of the painting?
You took it off.
Okay. I'd like to inspect the painting, see if any
Sure,
buttons
investigation
or
check.
Linges. Just give it a. Here we go. And...
Everyone can make me a perception check around the room if they want, by the way.
Okay.
Ooh.
I was gonna.
7 or 8.
17 perception.
8 investigation. On
16.
point.
Perception.
19.
Okay.
21. 21.
21.
So,
Yo.
while you guys are all looking around the room, and while Aphelion is investigating this painting, the only one who sees it is Drell.
Oh.
You notice that the rug that the desk is sitting on has a slight, it's so slight, lift in it for like 3 feet, and then it drops back down. Like not even a few centimeters. Like no one else would notice it unless they were specifically like looking at the rug.
Actively looking for
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
I'm going to that corner of the rug.
It's not even in the corner, it's in the center, and part of it's under the desk.
Oh, wait, what the fuck? Oh, well, I'm gonna go to lift up the rug then.
Okay. You go to lift up the rug, and the rug doesn't budge.
Drell, do you need assistance?
Hey, what are you trying to do?
Just cut it
Can
out.
I point it out to them? Like,
Yeah,
wait,
once you point it
guys-
out to them, they can get down and see it. And you guys can even like run your hand along it and feel
Look
the
at this,
slight
like,
jump
look
in
at
height.
Do you
Oh
see
yeah,
that?
there is a lip on this thing.
Good eyes, Drell.
Yeah, I'm trying to pry it up. I mean, I don't have any. I don't. Wait, and I check my pockets. Yeah, no, I don't have any like weapons.
If I see him struggling with it, I'm gonna try and lift the rug as well.
It doesn't budge.
Fudge.
No, can we cut it? Someone
Shouldn't
just-
we
any-
move the
Get-
try
does
to move the
anybody-
desk?
It is
Does anybody
currently
mind
under a
waiting-
desk.
Shouldn't
Not-
we try to move the desk before lifting the rug?
I mean, yeah, this desk looks big.
If someone wants
Like
to
a study.
investigation check the rug, you can.
Can I spend 11 minutes and
not
cast
me.
Identify ritually on the rug?
Sure. Are you guys
Listen,
gonna
as
stop them all
we're-
from doing their
As
stuff?
we're tugging on the
'Cause
rug.
they're
and
touching
just-
the rug. If you want to stop them, you can do the 10-minute. It's 10 minutes.
My intelligence
11
is
because it's
not-
1 minute to
11.
cast
It's
it
11 because
normally.
it's 1 minute to
One.
cast it, and then it's 10.
So if you tell them to stop and they listen, yeah, by all means, you could take 11 minutes.
Can you guys just not mess with the rug for just a second? Let me just
yeah.
do
Uh,
it.
my bad,
It's gonna
man.
take me.
Okay.
It's gonna take me like 10, 11 minutes to do it, but
to do
I
what?
don't- to identify the rug, see if there's any magical properties to it.
It's a rug. What do you mean?
I mean, if he
I
wants
do it
to,
anyway.
if he
Okay.
wants to do it, he wants to do it.
You sit down, and what's your flavor of Identify? How do you use the Identify spell with your pearl? What's your bardic flavor?
You just close your eyes and strum
Blue
Wonderwall.
Skittles.
From Wonderwall. No, I just close. I sort of just I don't know. I don't know how to perceive identify.
Do you want me to
Is
make it up?
Oh yeah, go for it.
Oh,
You take out the flute of the branch,
Mhm.
and you have this pearl in your hand.
Branch boy.
And you do that thing that people can do with ping pongs and like a hair dryer, where it starts spinning.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
But as you're
sick.
playing the
That's
flute,
sick.
the pearl starts spinning
That's
above where you
fucking
blow,
Weird.
Mhm.
and slowly starts to glow brighter and brighter and brighter as the song that you're putting on, this Freebird 10-minute long fucking song that you're putting on,
This
goes
motherfucker,
on.
dude. He's
and the
so much
spell
talent.
ends, and the pearl drops into the slot where you normally breathe, the hole where you breathe over or blow over, and it sits on top. And you pull down, and the song didn't tell you anything. There's nothing magical about this rug. It is just a rug. Now, if anyone would like to investigate the rug, feel free.
Yeah, Drell's gonna fucking investigate the rug. dude.
Hey, what'd you learn from the rug through your song?
Nothing.
Nice.
So we know it's a rug.
Hey,
11
it's a
minus
rug.
two.
Minus
Nine.
2, baby. Dude, it's a rug.
I'd like to try and pick up the desk with someone's help.
Oh, I'll help you.
Assist.
Let me take a look
Okay,
at this rug.
2 of you easy enough. You can lift up the desk and move it.
Jin's gonna check out the rug.
I'll move it clear of the rug.
Okay.
Think.
17. You notice the rug is nailed down around the entire thing.
Bro.
Oh.
That's weird. Jin's gonna go around like using the edge of his sword and lifting the nails. Then.
Okay, give me 2 separate strength checks just to see how long or how difficult this is going to be.
Okay. Just 2 separate ones.
Do I have a hammer? Or like a toolkit?
3.
Don't do the drop.
10.
It's not helping you. Just throw it.
It was working earlier.
It's not working for me today.
It just
Drop
takes
is
a
weird.
bit. You can use your
Okay.
swords and start bending them out. Some of them don't come out clean at all. Like, there's no way you're going to put this back.
How
yeah,
long is
the
it
nails
taking
are
him?
all fucking like.
Probably
skewed.
he gets to like 5 minutes and he's around maybe a corner.
Bro.
30 seconds in, just seeing him fucking, I'm just gonna take a dagger and cut out a fucking square.
Okay. You
Wood.
start cutting. You know that it's nailed around the sides, and you just take your dagger and start cutting through. I need a strength check from you.
Like the center where. Yeah.
Where the bulge is. I got you.
Fuck, man. If I had a dagger, I would have cut out the whole room's rug. Like.
I was trying.
Jin, are those new
Well, the
chips,
10,
or
yeah, you
do
easily
they
just
come into
cut
town?
through the rug, and you lift up this piece of rug, and there's a door there.
I
Trapdoor.
found a door.
No,
I was
saw
trying to
it
do it
first.
discreetly in case.
Jin's in the middle of like
we
pulling
need to
another
lay it
screw,
over.
and you were just like, you had like a box cutter, cut the rug.
Yeah. You
Yeah,
got,
now they're
it's-
definitely
it's-
gonna know someone
A
broke in.
magic box cutter.
That's
Yeah.
alright.
So you guys have this trapdoor in the floor, but you do still have that closed drawer in the
Is it-
desk.
Anyone proficient in the thievery skills?
Anyone
no,
proficient
our
with thieves tools
rogue-
and or have thieves tools.
No, our
I don't
rogue
have
is
any.
currently captured.
So
It's
what
just
that
locked,
means,
right?
if you guys don't have anyone with thieves tools, you can try to make a check to unlock it. It would just be a flat dexterity with a weapon of
Oh,
your
we do it.
choice with
I'll
the
do it.
chance
I got
to
this.
break it.
No,
do you
I
have
got
anything
this.
to
I don't
anything
have
to
a
pick the
weapon.
lock with?
I got a dart.
You're gonna you can use a dart to try to pick the lock. Go ahead, flat dexterity check. No proficiency bonus, no
Yeah.
anything. Just flat dexterity.
Rugged.
Oh, I think I clicked the saving throw.
So subtract whatever your proficiency bonus is. So what is it?
So
Two.
it's -2.
So it's a
it'd be
19? Okay. He gets this dart out, and it is like a dart, like you were playing darts, but a little more, sharp and definitely meant to kill.
Thicker.
Yeah. And he puts it down and he
It's a
starts
raid.
like fiddling with the lock, and you start hearing sounds of like clicking, like you being able to like undo little sections of it, almost like an Oblivion lockpick or like the one AJ developed, where it's you got to click it in and whatever. You just start deftly picking this lock, and it's crazy. You guys have never seen Drell do something like this before. He doesn't pick locks, but he just pulled a dart out of his pocket and starts picking this lock. The lock
Hey.
gets fully picked, and I need everyone to make a perception check.
Hey, good work.
Thanks, man. I didn't think
Just
I
gonna
could
fucking-
actually do that. Not gonna lie.
The whole mansion's just gonna start burning down.
9.
13.
Oh, you fucking
4, 3. Let me think.
14 and then a 3.
3.
got 9.
Okay. I need specifically Drell to make a dexterity saving throw.
Why? Because I'm
Aaron,
just...
I think it's gonna be a throwing day. It's not a drop day. It's a throwing
It's one
day.
of those locks
Oh,
where if you don't
oh,
open it with the key,
20,
it fucking
20,
explodes.
20.
Uh,
Thank God.
You take 6 points of fire damage as just a
Bro.
plume of fire goes
I
shooting
got
out
a
of this lock.
20.
I understand you saved.
No,
Would you rather it be more fire damage?
I just
You
swear.
dodge out of the way, but your eyebrows are singed as you fucking go back, and this plume of fire just out of the
Yeah.
lock.
Like,
Oh.
You put it out. It doesn't hurt that. I'll even cut it. I'll cut it down to 4. I'll cut it down to 4. Give yourself 2 hit points back.
Holy shit!
It was initially 12, but I'll cut it down
I'm
to 4
like,
for you.
dude, I got
I'll do a
20.
third of the damage. But yeah, so with a natural 20. So you this plume of fire comes out. If anyone who's proficient in Arcana wants to make an Arcana check.
Nope.
Nope.
AJ, are you
Alright.
proficient in Arcana?
all right, guys. I
I
unlocked
am.
the door.
Would you like
Someone-
to make a check?
I'm
I
not
would.
opening it.
Okay.
Natural 1.
That was fire.
Damn.
Ugh.
But the door's unlocked. The trapdoor is unlocked.
Is there a
Could
latch
be
that
a
I
fire
can use
demon
to
for all I know.
put my staff under and just flick it open from a distance?
I mean,
Or is it just like a little like?
it's like
Oh, I
it's like
can
a
do
it's like a one of the like the door knockers, but it's that on the trapdoor where you could lift it up. But I mean, it's gonna
Okay,
be a
yeah.
little hard from a staff. You could try it. Go for a strength check.
Sure.
So we're going in here. What about the
Plus
desk?
0.
Well, I'm going last down. I just lost my eyebrows, man.
I know.
16.
Is it just a flat 16?
Yeah, plus 0.
Okay. With a 16, yeah, you lift this trapdoor up and it comes up.
Oh,
It
What's
is
inside?
it is dark down there, and there is no ladder.
Oh dear.
You also
I will-
whoever has dark vision can look over the edge.
Yeah.
I'll
Jin
look
will
over the
peek
edge.
over.
Those with dark vision to look over the edge. That's like a 40-foot drop.
There's nothing to
That's
hold on to.
far.
What does this smell like? So-
Wait.
Any aromas
You
coming
start
out?
make a nature check.
Hang on. Is there
And,
like a post?
Aaron,
is
you
there
can
a
make one
post
at
in the
advantage
room?
if you wanted to.
Okay.
Is
yeah.
there a
Is there a
post?
post in the room or like anything heavy? How heavy is the desk?
I mean, it
5.
took 2 people to lift it.
Oh fuck, dude. All right. I'm gonna take out this rope from my back.
19 total.
Okay. You would okay. Make it before I talk to them about their rolls. Noah, make me just a flat intelligence check. Actually, wisdom. We'll do wisdom. We'll
He
do
knows
wisdom.
how
We'll
to
do
tie a
wisdom.
knot properly.
No. We're seeing whether
Oh.
or not he would understand that yes, it took 2 people to lift a desk, but if one person were attached to a desk, that it would pull the whole thing.
Come on, Drell, you're so smart. Dude, he's so smart.
Drell, you bet you could tie yourself to this desk and it wouldn't move at all.
Let's
Dude,
fucking
he's-
go.
Charles
Yeah, I'm
is
gonna
just the
take the rope
smartest
out
of
of
all
my
of us.
bag. I'm gonna take the rope out of my bag.
Oh,
go
this is
over to
also
the
not a desk that has posts. So what are you tying this to?
Like around the center of the desk.
Okay.
Well, theoretically, if
I'm
the
not saying a word,
coefficient
I'm
of
just-
friction is
I'm
high
just
enough,
fucking moving.
Oh my
Sure.
god.
If modern day science was involved in this D&D game, sure, there would be a way that you could theoretically
Oh my
get yourself down there without
There's
issue, without
magic,
moving the
not
desk. But
physics.
but back to the rest of your rolls. AJ, I mean it's dirt. There's dirt
dirt
down
like
there.
an earthy smell.
Yeah. Aaron, little bit of smoky, almost like someone's got to have like fires lit down there somewhere.
Mm-hmm. Like a torch or something.
Yeah, you don't smell anything animalistic at all. A hint of sulfur. But you don't know, like you don't, that's it. Noah,
What
yeah,
that
you could,
means.
Drell, you could tie yourself to that thing. It could hold you super easily.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Roll me a
gotta-
dexterity check with your. So do your save because this is with your proficiency bonus to determine how well you tie this knot.
Let's fucking go. I'm gonna.
I
take
mean,
this knot,
it-
dude.
It
A 12?
smells
You
like
think
there's
it'll
a
hold?
fire down there.
I'm only picking up on dirt.
I can smell like sulfur, and it doesn't.
You're doing
smell
your
like...
hybrid version voice, and
Oh
you're not
my
in your hybrid
god! Where
version.
I know where is? I think it's here.
Less scratchy.
Like very like I don't. It
You're
doesn't
still doing the
smell
gravelly.
like.
Stop doing the gravelly.
It's hard.
Dude, it's so gravelly. You're not this
I know.
gravelly.
Dude determined what his hybrid voice was going to be, and now that's all he can do.
In the
It's
middle of
got
a
stuck.
conversation,
like
Jen
last
just
night,
starts
Corey.
having like a voice.
It was me
crisis.
last night with the Italian voices. I can't help
I
it.
know. I think it might have been. Well, if we. It smells like there's just a torch down there, but I don't know if that's the fire that lit Drell's face, or if it's like another
Good
like
point.
bellowing fire.
I take a copper piece and I will cast light on it
Okay.
and I'll drop it in.
What do you need that for?
Falls
you
all the
can't
way
see
down.
that far?
Oh,
There is now a copper piece that has the light of a torch on it at the bottom,
Is
and you
there-
see that there is a slight tunnel. Like it looks like there's like a doorway, but not a physical door, just like dirt that
An
goes off
archway.
in one direction.
How's my knot look?
Actually, hold on. Sorry, I gotta remember. I actually made maps of this that Noah wouldn't get mad at me.
Yes.
Are we just gonna drop down?
Sorry.
Like we're not gonna. look
There's
at
no.
the...
You don't see any walls at the bottom of this. You see that once it gets about 34-ish feet, like almost all the way down, a person could stand down there and walk away in any direction.
Jin,
And you actually,
to-
the sound you hear is in. Make a perception check. Actually, this fell pretty far.
To your note, Jin, how many of us are at full power? I'm
9.
a bit expended.
Okay, didn't sound like the coin hit dirt.
Yeah, we didn't sleep after.
Sounded like it hit something hard.
the whole mining thing.
We've only really taken a break since the last thing.
And I'm still trying to tie this.
You
knot.
guys have
How's my
not taken a
knot
long rest since before the mines, and it is in the middle of the night right now.
look? How's my rope tying look?
Well, even if we wanted to rest, it really. I mean, we cut a fucking hole in this thing. Like
It might be
we
if
kind
we
of
do-
lost the whole element of surprise
if we
and
do
dropped
rest-
a coin down a hole.
I take off the light.
Okay.
Okay, well now they for sure, if someone is down there, knows for sure we just did something.
Don't you have to touch it to take the light off?
You can cancel a spell at any point, even if you're not touching it.
Would it be possible to just close up this door, perhaps just for the night, and we move down into the lounge and rest up a bit?
Man, everyone wants to sleep in weird
We're going to sleep in this in this house.
I don't think we can pull off sleeping in here, Leon.
To be clear,
I just don't think anybody's
I'm not
sleeping
trying to
there.
influence your decision making.
Yeah.
But he's been here for 4 hours, and you guys inspected the place before he even got here, and there has been no signs of anyone coming in or
True.
out at all today.
True.
It is roughly
to me-
now like midnight, and you guys are still kind of just fucking shit up in this room, and no one has come by. You guys have a
Okay.
light on. He has his produced flame still on, and
True.
he's just like lighting up this room as you guys are moving desks and ripping carpets and. You know?
There doesn't seem to be a whole
Yeah.
lot of thoroughfare in this building, so that's why
Okay.
I thought that maybe we could perhaps close up this trapdoor, maybe put the carpet back over, and just move down into the lounge.
It's also really
Get some
unfortunate
rest.
you left the other paper with Opal.
Yeah.
If we do take a rest, we have to do it in watches. We need to fucking
Yeah, we
buddy
do.
up.
We didn't.
We
Yeah, I
can't-
agree with that.
We can't.
Wait,
let
we're
our
gonna
defense stand
rest
completely.
as I like pause holding my tied rope.
You have tied a
You're
rope
ready to
around
go
yourself
spelunking.
and around the desk, and he's ready to jump.
You think that fucking desk is gonna let your big ol' ass belay down it?
Yeah, it took 2 people to move. I'm only 1 person. There's no way it's gonna move that much. Look, it's across
Hey.
the room.
No, we
Hey,
should.
Ben, how heavy was that thing?
It was
How
easy to
heavy
carry
was
it
it?
with 2 people. Like, it was easy to, like, as long as someone was lifting the other side, it seems like most of the difficulty in lifting it was the fact that you can't extend above
Dude.
both sides.
I'm gonna fucking go.
Maybe.
Drill,
70 to
just
80
come back
pounds.
from the.
Okay,
get
look
away
how
from the edge
fucking
a
Also,
bit.
big
this
Ben is.
hole-
You're gonna
this-
tell
this,
me
like,
that
hatch-
he can lift it no problem.
This hatch is 3 feet by 3 feet.
Drill, could you just come back from the hole a bit? Just not on the edge.
Why? And I was going, why?
Dexterity saving throw. 100% dexterity saving throw.
Oh my god.
Like the worshiper of a jester he is, this man has perfect crane balance on 1 foot as he's pretending to fall.
How about
Like a drunken master is able to maintain their balance while being shwasted. He is
Oh
like,
my God.
whoa, ha ha ha, and just not falling in.
we just do that fresh in the morning? You smell like burnt hair.
Guys, that's me, and I kind of like stopped
That's-
doing my gag, and I like, come on.
But he literally smells like burnt hair. His
Yeah, look,
Yeah, but I don't
has-
think sleeping is going to really help with that because you kind of need to wash that off.
You guys make a perception check for me.
okay.
All of you.
All of us?
Yeah.
Oh dear.
13.
13.
Not 10. 10.
In the middle of this
Another natural
conversation, the only
23.
person who notices
Wow.
it is Drell. Henry's asleep in the corner, sitting in a rocking chair.
Bro.
Okay, if he's done for the night, why don't we?
He's just
just
like
be
he's
done
like
for
his
the night?
arms are crossed. He's actually like holding onto the frog, like. It's kind of unattractive.
Why don't we just call it for tonight?
Yeah. I'll do we all want to sleep in here or some in the lounge? I'll be willing to.
Let's go to like the lounge.
Hey, Corey, how good does my knot look from my perspective?
Well, why don't we have
We're
people
running
sleep
off
up
your
here?
old intelligence check, so you think it's okay.
If we have people sleep up here, at least it's centralized, and then if we go on watch, we can just watch down in that area.
Look, guys,
But
I'm not gonna
whatever
retie
works
this
best.
knot, so I'm just gonna sleep in here with Henry. All right.
Okay, you guys are watch buddies then.
All right, sure. And I just kind of go next to the desk and like lay on the floor and sleep.
He farts a little bit.
Oh.
I can go with Aphelion. I can see in the dark, and I can.
We're on the second floor or the first floor?
First floor. You guys haven't
Second-
gone to the second
oh.
floor or to the west wing. You guys have been in the 2 rooms to the east wing
Okay.
of the first floor.
Hmm.
I'm going to go search for some beds in the house rather than just sleeping on the floor.
Okay.
Okay, I'll
Okay with
come
you.
with
Okay.
then.
Oh shit, the 3 of you. Aphelion, you going with them or no?
I'll go take a look around, just going through rooms, investigating more of this empty house. Some of
Okay.
the rooms that I
So are
haven't
you
touched
going
yet.
with them or are you going with? Because they're doing the same thing.
Well,
I
because
will go by
if
myself.
Okay.
the Jin will stick with Aphelion if they're going to be watch buddies.
Okay.
He turns around and he's like, I'll actually just, you guys find a bed and we'll
We'll
discuss
split up.
later.
We'll
Okay.
split up.
So are Ben and Valxis going upstairs while Aphelion and
Mhm.
Jin take the bottom level?
I mean, it makes sense to clear out the rest of the house before we bed down for the night, so figure if they're going
At
to look
least,
for
yeah.
beds, we go look out to the rest of the rooms, Jin.
Yeah, hey, not a bad idea.
Okay. We're gonna start with Valxis and Ben. You 2 head upstairs. You have a door to your left, the west wing, second floor. Door to your right, east wing, second floor, and a northern wing right in front of you. Big doors, 2 double doors.
Let's go to the west wing.
Okay. You guys go over to the west wing door. It's not locked. You open it and you walk in. Let me make sure I got this down. Okay, so these are this room. You open the door, you're in another hallway. This hallway has 3 separate rooms in it, or 3 separate doors in the hallway.
All right, I'll go to the first one.
Okay, you go to the first door. It's not locked. You open it. Seems like some sort of guest room, or maybe a room for a child. Single, twin-size bed, bureau, nice curtains, window.
Okay.
Bed is made.
Bed is made, prim and proper, perfectly clean. Almost like an
Dusty?
expert made the bed for presentation purposes.
Dusty?
Dusty. Oh yeah, room hasn't been slept in.
Got it.
shit.
Second room?
I go to the next one.
Same thing.
Go to the third one.
Same thing. 3
right, cool.
what seem to be like guest rooms or maybe rooms for children if people of the manor had children. This seems just like a series of bedrooms for people who aren't the owners.
All right. Now that was just the west wing. Just
That was
those
the
3
west
doors?
wing. Those because
Alright,
they're
cool.
they're slightly larger rooms. This place, it's not a mansion, so it's
Mhm.
not absolutely ginormous and there's a million rooms, but it's a manor. It's a big building. So I mean, 3 decent sized bedrooms that could all belong to different individuals.
All right. Then I'll head to the north wing.
Okay. These are 2 very large double doors. As you open these, the doors creak. And you open into what is kind of a combined master bedroom type, like also has its own fireplace and lounge area. It's again clean, dusty, none of this massive bed that has like the royal like curtains around it all perfectly folded up and tied to the posts, not slept in. Absolutely perfect. There is a bureau to the east side of the room that has multiple drawers. The whole bureau looks dusty. There's a door to the east, and other than that, I mean, there's like a couch and a floor rug with a couple chairs in front of this fireplace. Fireplace doesn't look like a fire's ever been lit in it. There is presentation wood just sitting there, never been lit. But this room doesn't have like sheets over all the furniture.
I'll check the one door to the east.
Okay, you open that door. It's not locked. It's a closet. Inside, you find a ton of men's clothing, just like standard clothing for work. These clothes aren't dusty. It almost seems like he does come up here and change if this is his place. There's a couple like suits of leather just in case whatever he wears gets ripped or broken. He's got clothes for being in the mines. He's got clothes that almost seem a little too regal or noble for someone that is like a bandit, but none of them are dusty. The closet seems to be the cleanest, most used place you've seen in the building so far, besides the study.
Are there any like recently used clothes or like a pile of like dirty clothes or anything like that?
No dirty clothes. Everything's hung up properly. You see a couple like hangers that don't have clothes on them, like extra hangers. You see like there's pairs of boots. Some of them have mud on them. You kind of make a perception check, both of you.
$15.
7.
AJ, Ben is picking up kind of the smell of the sewers from what you then realize is a pair of boots that were clearly used to walk through or wade through sewage water that he's not currently wearing. While you guys are investigating this closet, Jin and Aphelion, you're downstairs. Where are you going first? There's a door you see to the left, the west wing, kind of large double doors that you can open, as well as sort of behind the left side stairs, a single door. Yes.
You can see, right, Aphelion?
He still has his produce flame up.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I'm fine. Is it too bright for you? I can.
I'm fine.
Okay.
I was just asking.
Let's go the big doors first, and then we'll check under the staircase.
You
Yeah,
guys
sure. All right, that
open up
sounds
the
good.
big doors. It's the same thing that you guys heard upstairs a second ago, but there's that creaking from these big doors because they're a little almost too big, kind of showy. And you guys see what is an elegant dining room. None of the furniture has sheets on it. It is kind of dusty. There are 10 table places, 4 on each side and 2 at the heads. And there were plates and silverware and candles and napkins and everything set up as if a meal was going to be presented here, but never was.
Are
This
there any of
house
the?
is so staged.
Yeah, it's a bit like that. Are any of the candelabra like on the table? Are there any any wax candles still on them? Because I'll prefer to.
They do
Light
have
those
candles
on.
on them. None of the candles have been lit before.
Okay. I will light those and drop my own produce flame.
Okay. You light up this dining room with all these candles, almost as if someone was going to have a romantic dinner together.
Not all of them. I would like
A
take
few
one
of them.
candelabra
Okay.
and then just light the top and carry it as I would
Okay.
like a.
Easy enough to
Yeah.
do. You lift up the candelabra, and there's a ring of clean, non-dusty tablecloth left behind underneath the candelabra, because dust can't get under things usually.
To be expected.
But yeah, you
that
can
is
walk around
crazy.
this room with a candelabra if you'd like. But this is an elegant dining room. You see there's a painting above the far head of the table, so the farthest west head of the table. There's a painting on the wall of what seems to be an old man, but like a soldier who was in some sort of official military, whether he fought for the Empire or the kingdom or something along those lines, sitting with a knight's helm on his lap, staring blankly, no smile on his face. You've never seen this man before. You don't know who it's a painting of.
I'd like to check to see if either like there's a plaque or some sort of insignia listing like a name of whoever is on this portrait.
Sure. You walk up to the portrait and you look for what is very simply a golden plaque at the bottom that says, hold on one sec. I have this written down. I gotta flip through pages. 1 second.
Goog.
Oh, to be clear, this is a tiefling man.
Okay.
Not a human. This is a tiefling
Okay.
with grayed hair.
Tiefling knight.
He is a pale red tiefling.
Slash knight.
Okay. And Jin, you actually recognize this man. This is a painting of Breck Kodrum. Breck, the
Huh.
man who ran
Yeah.
the mercenary gang that you worked with in Hedron.
What the fuck? This is is like I guess a colleague really is what I could call it. I've worked with this guy.
The same work that you're doing right now for Valxis?
Well, way back at the other town we were at, I was working with him there, and we fought off some were rats and
You would know he ran an organization called the Legion, which were for hire mercenaries that worked solely inside the kingdom.
Yeah, he had this kind of group, the Legion. It's like similar to thieves guilds, but for mercenaries, like hired swords, and we get hired out to do jobs and whatnot. But last I heard of him was through
Mistal Lightborn.
Mistal. She said that he left town and his wife was, if I remember it, he lost his wife. I had no idea he had something like this.
Well, do you think that he's part of whatever this Phoenix group is, or perhaps this was his house before Keiso's?
I didn't really know him too well. I just kind of worked under him. It was.
But he operated out of here, Cedrock?
He didn't when you used to work for him.
No, when I worked for him.
He was just, you met him as a group of mercenaries, and they said they could use an extra hand, and you jumped in, helped him out. He was the leader. Didn't say where he lived, whether or not they were nomadic or not, but this was also like 8 years ago.
At the time I met him it's like 8 years ago. So, like, I met him there. I wasn't even really in their group. I just helped them for a job. So it was like, I'm really like extended family, I guess you could say, from them.
Just substitute. An extra
Yeah.
arm.
Yeah, you can say that. Yeah, an extra arm.
So would you say he's not a threat in this current situation, or?
I mean, it's been
Not too much to go
been
on.
8 years. It's been 8 years. A lot of it can change to somebody in 8 years. If anything, I mean, I would take this guy seriously. I mean, he is a hired sword, so he can handle himself. I don't know. I mean, when you're a mercenary, you're kind of wherever the coin goes. So.
Okay. If you can find anything else, maybe we should go check out the other door behind the staircase.
Okay.
Yeah.
Drell, are you doing anything specifically while Henry sleeps in this room?
I guess I'm just kind of like, I go in my bag, I take out some rations,
You're
I eat
eating,
'em.
just chilling.
I'm
It's
just
dark in here now.
chilling. No, I have dark vision though. It doesn't
I know.
bother me that
Well, it's
much.
grayscale. You went from having nice, colorful room to grayscale.
Yeah, I'm just chilling. I have a fork, right, or like something to that degree.
You have a mess kit,
You can eat
right?
rations with your. Well, some people don't have mess kits.
I do.
Okay, then yeah, you have basic wooden utensils and.
Nice, yeah, dude. I'm just eating, I'm just hanging out, I'm just like, yeah, this is kind of weird.
You just Jimmy.
Yeah.
You see Jimothy looking at you on the lap, just.
I'm just kind of like.
He's
take
staring
another
at you.
bite. Yeah, I'm staring back at him, and I take another bite of my food. Yeah, I just continue to stare at him while I'm eating my food. Does he
Okay.
blink?
Cut back
I'm
up to
trying
the.
not to.
He's
trying not
he's
to
not
blink.
blinking.
Yeah, I'm trying not to blink.
Constitution saving throw.
Oh fuck, dude.
Just eating, just.
Yeah.
I'm like just trying not to blink. Fuck, dude, I
Your
blink.
eyes burn and you have to blink. And when you open your eyes again after blinking super hard, Jimothy's not there anymore.
What?
And you're like confused. You look around and then he's right behind you.
Oh my god.
Jesus fucking Christ. It's like fucking Hypnotoad from Futurama.
Yeah.
I kind of jump and like I drop like my fork and I'm like,
Dexterity saving throw.
oh shit.
No!
Yeah, dude, I'm trying to grab my fork before it hits the floor. Oh fuck!
Oh no!
Oh, my
Fuck!
fork hit the
Oh,
floor.
I need a
No.
second dexterity saving throw.
Oh my god! Would I go like? Oh, oh,
No, 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 no,
Oh,
no, no, no.
hey Jin, it would have been really smart to close
Okay.
that trap door upstairs before we left.
So
Or maybe
you
another person
so
on
you
watch
you
with,
say upstairs. You're on the
Dario.
same floor as him.
sorry.
So the first dexterity saving throw,
Yeah.
you drop your fork and go to grab for it and lose your balance, falling forward and start to fall into the hole. You fall into the hole and immediately your reflex, you catch the top and you are now just dangling over this hole currently. You're in.
Oh,
You're in
he's
it.
like-
Most of your body is in it. You are holding on to the
Yeah,
edge
he's-
of this hole. Your hands are the only visible thing, and you hear like a slapping of frog on the floor, and he hops forward to the edge, looks over, and just.
Long live the king.
Hey. Hey, bud. Hey, buddy. Jimothy. My man. Can you help me out here?
He just stands there staring at you.
I can't see him, so I'm gonna try to go.
You can
to
see
reach
him.
For him. Oh, I'm gonna go to reach for him then.
You're gonna take your hand off of holding
Dude.
on to this. You
I
are
got two
holding
hands.
on. Your
I'm
full
no, I'm
body
telling
weight
you
being pulled
this
down.
from full experience. It is very hard to keep 4 points of contact, even like
No, no, no.
parallel to a
So-
wall.
so
like
you
you are
see him.
horizontal,
Your
dude.
hands are
Yeah.
your hands are on the top like this, like dangling down. Your feet are 6 feet down in this hole,
shit,
and he
fuck.
is leaning over the edge, just croaking at you.
Dude.
I'm gonna scream Henry's name. Henry. Oh.
Make me a strength saving throw.
Dude,
What?
holy.
No,
Strength
Henry's
saving throw.
Sleeping. Henry, wake up. Henry. Lisa.
Okay, It takes about 30 seconds of you dangling. You're starting to feel your arms burn, and you just hear, What's going on?
Help
Where the
me.
fuck did everyone go? It's so dark in here.
Henry, help.
What do you mean? Where are you? I don't know where you are.
Son of a.
Wait, what the fuck? You guys like dig a hole like under
No, there's a hole in the carpet. I didn't
the.
think
Yeah,
it was already
I
here.
don't see that
Help.
because I can't see. I mean, I'm gonna try to help you, but I can't see.
Oh my god.
I don't know what you want me to do. Hold on, let me see if I
Dude,
got
this is
anything
how
in my
Drell dies. I
disposal.
can't wait.
Let me see if I got anything in my disposal here. To save
Drell
you.
dies.
Hey, yo, Jimothy, you out there? I don't see you.
He's in front of me. He won't help.
Oh, hey, Jimothy. Yeah. I'm assuming you can't see either because you're a fucking frog.
What? Frogs can see for sure.
Fucking Drill's about to fall into the last checkpoint.
He casts dancing lights, so that now there's a bunch of torch-sized lights, and he goes, "Oh," and he like leans over the edge and goes,
Oh my god.
"Hey,
no.
what are you doing down there?"
Jimothy scared me and I fell in the hole. Please.
Oh shit. Okay. Oh fuck. Well, how am I gonna get you out of there?
With your hands, just grab my hand.
What if like I'm not strong enough? Like, what if I drop you or something?
There's a rope tied around me. Just.
Okay, you know what? I have a better idea. And you see him.
Don't you fucking dare.
You see
Don't
him.
you fucking dare.
He like shakes his hair. He like scratches his head, and then
Don't you dare.
pulls a spider out from his hair, and then
Yes.
crushes it in his hand, and then places it on your hand, and you feel this pulse throughout your whole body. And he goes, "Okay, you're gonna have to trust me, okay?
What?
Just put your feet flat against the wall. Just put your feet flat against the wall as if you were gonna like walk
Oh,
up.
I know
put
what
your
he
knees,
just
put your
casted.
knees too, as if you were gonna like crawl up the
All right,
shaft.
All right.
Okay,
I'm gonna
you
go
do
for
it, and you are sticking to the wall. Like your hands let go, and your hands are now flat against the wall, and your knees are flat against the wall. Yeah, basically. You are
He's
are
got like the
flat
little
against the wall.
hairs too.
Yeah, your hairs. You get your spidey senses tingling.
Man, this is weird.
I don't have glasses, but
And like I'm just looking at both
Yeah.
of my hands, while just like kind of like
Your knees. It literally feels like you're just on your knees on the ground, but you're completely vertical.
All right, yeah. So I'm just gonna climb back up through the hole.
Yeah, you just crawl back up easily, like you were just crawling on the floor like a baby, and then you climb back up, and you literally just change gravity. You were under the effects of a spider climb spell currently.
Man,
Gerald's about to fall 40 feet. down.
Henry, I owe you one, man.
He goes, yeah, but I mean, like, you have this rope. Like, you could have just, like, used the rope.
Look, I'm gonna be honest. I really didn't think it was gonna work.
Did you try it?
No, I didn't want to try it.
Also, just so we're on the same page here, it's also now pitch black because I can only do one of those at once. So now it's not bright in here, and I don't see you, but I'm assuming you got out.
Yeah, no, I see just fine.
Cool, so can I, like, cancel the spider climb thing, or do you want to mess around?
Oh.
Oh.
Oh. Hang on a sec.
Okay, I'm
Hang on a
hanging.
sec.
Don't worry, well, you'll be hanging. I'm just kind of standing here.
How long does this last? Oh my god, he's Googling. I see them Googling.
I mean, it's a while.
minutes?
I mean, it's up to, like, an hour if you really want to, but...
Alright, hang on. I'm
It
just
also
gonna check out
wasn't
the bottom of this
Googling. I
hole.
have my own character sheet that I had to hover over. Fucking
Hang on, I'm
jackass.
just gonna
Thin
Yeah, this
fourth
is
wall
weird.
here today, huh?
Man, yeah, paper thin.
Yeah.
Paper
Paper
thin.
thin.
So what are you
Paper
doing?
thin
Are
walls.
you still just?
Yeah,
Are you?
I roll back into the hole and I just kind of like.
Yeah. I assume you're probably getting real dirty, because that looked like a hole made of dirt. You just start rolling around in the hole, wall to wall to wall to wall to wall. There's 4 walls. You're just going back and forth.
Oh, like, oh my god. Well, obviously, can I like go of the walls and like 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 free
Well,
fall?
are you
it?
keeping your knees? Or are you free falling?
My what?
How are you? You want to free fall and not touch
Yeah,
any
so-
walls?
All right, hear me out. Ready? So I can hold my feet on, right, and like let go with my hands, right.
I mean, it's not big enough for you to stand up sideways.
So then I'm gonna squat down on the wall and make sure
Okay.
my knees like make contact, and then I'll start free falling a bit.
Okay, but you're not free falling if your feet and knees are touching the wall.
What? No, like my feet won't be touching if my knees touch.
If any
Is my
part of
whole
you is
body-
touching that wall, you're not free falling.
Ah, see, Drell wouldn't know this. Like.
That's what I'm saying. So you keep trying things where you're like, okay, what if I put one foot? What if I put my kneecaps? What if I put this? You're not free falling until you unless you completely let go of everything and you are just in space.
Man, I'm too big for that.
No, you're not. You could stand straight up and do it, but then you'd have to try to grab the wall as you slide down.
No, I'll just
You could
go
also
down
just slow
safely.
walk down.
Yeah,
Like you
I'll
can just
slow
crawl
walk
down.
down.
Okay,
No,
you
I'll
start
just slow
crawling
walk.
down. You get about 30 feet, and then you realize your rope's too tight, and there's no more room to walk.
Fuck, dude. So I gotta untie my rope, dude. I have a 50-foot hempen rope.
Yeah, but you had
Yeah,
to tie
you
it
spent a
around
few
yourself. You had to
footage.
tie it around the entirety of a desk, and then you just went down 30 feet plus a couple more feet because the desk was off the rug entirely.
Man,
It's the least height Burj Khalifa scene from Mission Impossible.
I untie myself from the rope.
Henry sees oh, he doesn't see anything. It's dark. He goes, Drell.
No, I'm making it down, man. I'm just.
Why?
my
No
rope-
one else is
my-
here. You're just going solo dolo, homie?
I mean, you could come down.
No, I can't.
You have a frog.
You want me to fly down with Jimothy? What if I land on
actually,
you?
Well, there is a rope actually. Hang on a sec. So I untie myself from the rope, and then I'm gonna continue going down. How much feet from the rope to the floor is there?
A good 15 feet.
Oh fuck, dude.
Are you going all the way down?
I just kind of want to take a look.
Okay, you can turn yourself around so you're going head first
Yeah, head
and
first.
spider
now.
climb your way down. Okay,
Yeah, head first.
you go head first down this hole,
Just wanna
and
look.
you get to the bottom, and you are now looking into an oddly shaped room that I will describe after we get back to Ben and Valxis, who are currently still in the closet. You guys just, assuming this is all happening at the same time, you guys are now finishing up taking a look at the clothes.
Man, I just went from eating food to fucking in a ditch real fast. real quick.
Don't roll a nat 1 on a deck save as you drop a fork.
Oh, man.
I'd like to just search quickly, not take much time, just for any like keys and pockets or wallets. You know, that kind of
Yeah,
thing.
make me an investigation check. Okay.
13.
You start rifling through different pockets of coats and things. You find... Who the fuck just played a Discord noise? Did anyone else hear that? Or was that just me?
Yeah, it's just
Might have
you.
been AJ.
That was AJ's bot. Okay. I was
Yeah.
like, motherfucker.
Discord
This
is
is-
now
it's
no
happened
longer running
before.
on the computer.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you rifle through some pockets. You find about 10 copper, a few silver, like 3 or 4. Pick 4. Why not? Give you some extra money. But you don't find any wallets. You don't find any notes, any papers. It seems like this guy's pretty diligent of making sure anything important's out of his pockets when he puts this clothes away.
Fair enough.
I also like the Oblivion sewer sounds. This is the best. It's my favorite. I'm not kidding. I actually genuinely like it. Okay. What else are you guys doing? You're in this master bedroom. You're standing at the closet.
I guess we can check out the east wing.
Ben, are you gonna go check out the east wing? Okay. You guys go back out and you go to the east door. You guys, this door is actually locked.
Ooh.
Either of you guys could try to make a lock picking check with a dagger or anything like a knife if you have a knife.
I don't have any weapons.
Listen, I'm surprised I picked a door with a fucking dart. That was
Ask
sick.
it nicely first.
Um,
I'm not there.
As Ben frivolously checks his inventory.
I have a pair of manacles.
Maybe
Your
you
past
could
was
have been
weird,
like
homie.
Spider-Man, dude.
The previous life.
I'll hand Velxus a dagger.
Okay. Dexterity without proficiency bonus. Just flat dexterity check.
I get a dagger. What the hell?
That's a 5.
Dagger doesn't break, but you have no fucking idea what you're doing.
Yeah, I can't do this. I'm just gonna remain locked.
May I like peek through like a eye hole or something like that? A keyhole, rather. Sorry.
Sure, make a perception check at disadvantage. That's a 1. You're trying to... It's a weird thing with dark vision, right? You're trying to, with dark vision, like with the grayscale, like see through a keyhole into another dark room, but like you're trying to separate like where the keyhole is, because now you can see the inner workings of the keyhole a little bit. And it's just, you're
Yeah,
just
what you're
struggling to see
focusing on.
inside. Yeah, you're struggling to see what's inside the room. It's not really working. And you actually get your eye a little too close, and one of your eyelashes gets caught inside the keyhole.
No!
You like pull away, and it pulls out of your eyelid, and you're just like, ah! Natural 1,
Man,
baby.
That nearsighted is a bitch.
Loses an eye due to a keyhole.
It was one singular eyelash. Like, you could
Yeah.
pull an eyelash out of your head. You know how that feels. That's all you got.
I
Just caught you off guard.
couldn't say anything.
You can try the dagger lockpick if you want.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and like. What type of lock is it?
Normal key. Just a key
like a
turn.
Normal key.
Mm-hmm. Key
Can I
goes in,
try
you
and
turn.
instead of like trying to pick the lock, put the knife into the seam of the door and try and work the?
It'd be the
Oh,
same
bolt
thing.
back?
It would be you could do a flat dexterity check.
clever.
Natural 20.
Yeah, natural 20. You pull back and you're like, ugh. And you take the dagger back from Valxis and you just sit for a second and go, like, I could just, and you slide along the wall, and it's like perfect, like you were cutting open a letter. Just click, and the door just.
I'll gesture. After you.
That was fucking
Alright.
impressive, Valxis. You have no fucking idea what he just did, but it worked.
That was slick.
Right, okay. And I'll open
Okay.
the door.
You guys are walking into a library, a full-fledged library. Like, this is not a study the way that downstairs was with a couple bookshelves with a desk. This is a, like, shelves of books. Like, tons and tons of books. Whoever lived here before loved reading and utilized this space all the time. Definitely dusty right now. Books lining everything. Whoever moved out didn't take any of their books with them. Or moved in, who brought the books hasn't used them. Each of you can make me a perception or investigation check of this room.
Yeah, I like to investigate, but I want to look for anywhere where it looks like dust has been like a hand has like moved across like a dusty surface or whatever.
Investigation or perception, either one.
16. Investigation.
22.
22.
Okay. So Valxis is going through. What are you looking at specifically as you go through this room?
I'm looking for any looking for any books that just happen to mention specifically just looking for books that mention the Winterlight Empire or the Winterlight Kingdom. Fuck, whatever my fucking place is called. Names are hard.
Okay, it's the Winterlight Empire. Yep.
The Empire. I know.
So you spend your time going through this room, and while normally you'd be looking for like anything other than whatever, you do find a couple novels almost like next to each other. One of them is The Birth of the Winter, which seems to tell like the origin story of the empire being created in the first place. Then you find a conspiracy theory piece about the Winterlights operate some like crazy underground black market network throughout the north. Then you find another one that's like the foods of the empire and the wonderful, like it's a whole section based on the Winterlight Empire. And the books are dusty, but you kind of find yourself getting caught up in like seeing all of these. Ben, intentionally looking for any sort of disturbances in dust or things of that sort, you go bookshelf to bookshelf to bookshelf, and you find on a bookshelf facing the south, so against the southern wall, which is sort of like, it's interesting, you see one singular book that seems to be disturbed that doesn't have a name on the outside of it, on the binding.
I'd like to take out like one or two books on each side of it.
Okay, you take out a book on the left and a book on the right. The book on the left is a children's book, one that would be read to children rather than a child reading it themselves, about, visiting the exotics of all the different villages and cities in the kingdom. The book on the right is another, this one's more of like a cookbook type thing. But that book sits solidly in the center, doesn't fall over either direction, just stands perfectly straight.
Can I push it from the side to see if it'll like...
Doesn't move.
Valxis, I think I found something.
Okay, I will take the birth of the winter and the conspiracy theory one, and I'll shove it in my backpack.
Okay.
While he's coming up, I'll start removing the rest of the books from the shelf.
You pull off a bunch of other books, fantasy novel here. That one's definitely an erotica. Different books. You're just pulling novels off this shelf, and there's that one book standing straight.
I'll walk over. Find anything good to read?
Quite the opposite. This book here. I like wiggle it a little bit, but not,
It shakes so slightly, like you're moving something else, but it doesn't fall over. Like it's not,
attached to something.
You want to pull it, or you want me to pull it?
I'll just pull it.
Okay. And he asks you, do you want me to pull it? Do you want to put it? And Valxis, you're like waiting for the answer to the question, and he just, and he pulls it back. It has a stopping point. You see a metal pull system, and as most secret bookshelf doors work, you hear a click and some gears shifting. The whole bookshelf itself starts to move away from you and then slide behind one of the other ones, and there is an open space in front of you, like a tunnel.
Well, I think we found an entrance.
I think this leads to the same place.
Downstairs, maybe. You want to go check?
Looking into it, what do I see initially?
It goes about another 4 or 5 feet to the south, and then starts to curve and go downwards. But this isn't wood. This is stone. This is stone. This is a stone. This isn't dirt the way that the shaft down below is. This is entirely like carved out of stone, but man-made. This was placed here, obviously. There wasn't like a mountain in the manor and they carved out the mountain and left the tunnel. You are on the second floor of this building, and you're both starting to rationalize now that, like, you know what? The rooms are smaller than the outside of the manor made them seem. It's like clearly there might be a network of things that you can move like throughout this building.
Like a hidden wall.
Yeah.
Spaced in between the
when
walls.
you build with a redstone house in Minecraft.
Yeah, exactly. And
This
while
house
you
is
guys
massive.
are about to investigate this tunnel, we're gonna take a break, and we'll come back in 15 minutes to find out what everyone else is gonna be doing, what else Jin and Aphelion will find downstairs, what you guys will find in the tunnel, what Drell will find at the bottom of the. You guys are split the party 100% right now.
Bro, I'm laughing
door
so
number
hard at this.
3.
It literally started out with, let's go check things out and
This is literally a
sleep.
Scooby-Doo movie where Fred's like, okay, let's split up, gang, and then Shaggy
I
and
was literally
Scooby
thinking
find
that when we first split.
Yeah, Shaggy and Scooby find
It's
a tunnel that's clearly gonna get them found by the monster. Like Drell fell into a hole and is now like investigating the hole.
That's Daphne without her glasses.
Yeah, no,
is
Velma
some
without her
Goonies
glasses.
Or
Yeah.
Velma, sorry.
Yeah. But we're gonna take a break. We'll be back in 15 minutes, and we'll see you guys all then. Before I go, though, I'm gonna let them walk away. Kels, to catch you up to where we are right now. Last session, they found out where Keiso's manor was. They investigated the outside of it. They went into the back courtyard. We're about to confront this cellar door bulkhead thing. Didn't know what to do with it, but got caught by Aphelion, who was in the building. Aphelion had his produce flame up. He invited them into the manor, saying the doors were unlocked and that he walked in here, and now they're investigating this manor, which is seemingly owned by Keiso, the leader of the bandits. But we'll be right back. Like I said, 7:15 Eastern, and we'll be here shortly.
right in the east
Hold on,
wing
hold on,
is the
hold on.
study of the left. Oh god, I don't mean for this to happen. I just wanted a
No, 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 no.
Listening to
clarification.
Down Under right now.
This is easy enough to explain, but I'm gonna
Okay,
need you to open the
okay.
stream.
For sure.
Okay. Dungeon scroll. Because it's the easiest way for me to do this.
Yep.
Start scrolling. Run scroller. Okay. So, AJ, is the bot muted right now or not playing anything right now?
It's just
Sorry, I
quiet.
paused
No,
it.
it is playing, but it is quiet.
Okay. No, it always makes noise technically. Okay.
Oh, gotcha.
So,
Gotcha.
so you guys got main hall, right?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
East wing, west wing to the
All right,
right.
hold on. Wait. So, study,
Okay, so
lounge.
first room on the right.
Okay.
Back room.
This is a single
One
door.
F. Yeah.
Single door. This side has a double door, but I'll make it 3 wide, and then a
you're
single
using
door.
This tool. Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then back here is a room about, I'd say about this shape with a much bigger room here. This is the dining room. I got to replace the doors because doors are stupid.
Okay. So dining room.
So this
and
is
then
the
that
dining
one
room.
up on the left. Okay.
Right,
Is under
and
the
then
staircase.
yeah, and then there's you can't really do curved stairs, but assuming
E.
get wider. There we go. So stairway here.
Mhm. It's like a wraparound.
Stairway here wraps around. Yeah. Okay. So that wraps around, and then on the top floor, because I can just make it in a separate section. The top floor, you can't move around this page, which is so frustrating. So that's the first floor roughly, and then like there was a back door here in the study, which is what they came in from. The bulkhead or the cellar door thing is like here. That's like the cellar door, and then this outside was, I could do walls for this, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. So wall. This will help you guys visualize what you couldn't visualize the other day. That's, I mean, I guess I could just do it along this. Fucking do the wall. There we go. So that's like the courtyard, right?
E.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking, there we go. This app doesn't work sometimes. So that's the courtyard. You guys, this is also part of the house, but this is like one of the open spaces that they can go through, right? Where it looked a little bit bigger than you thought. The window that Aaron, you were like slightly struggling with talking about where you were going was like here, right? And there's another 2 windows, like one here, one here. This was the study. There's I mean, I'm assuming I could just build walls for it. There's like the 3x3 trapdoor here. I don't know why it's not putting the last wall. There we go. Nope. I hate this stupid app sometimes. Stop. There we go. Okay. So that's the first floor. Second floor, you're seeing at the top of the stairs, like hallway with master bedroom, offshoot closet, kind of like that, with another, this is like the library here. I need to zoom out more again because I'm doing this too big. Offshoot library there. This was the bedrooms. Like this. Assuming this is, I'm making this now way too large because I'm zoomed out too much. But
I understand.
Yeah, that's roughly, and then this is just empty space, I guess, but you would assume that there's, the closet there, there's space here. Maybe the library goes around the closet or something. I don't know. But that's what you guys are currently seeing. I have what's below already like prepped out, but there's 3 rooms here. I don't think this works like this. I think I have to put walls, yeah. So this was like a hallway. There was one room like this. Another room like this. And a third room that's super long, whatever. That's the easiest way I can visualize it. Okay. Whoops.
Cool.
Okay.
Thank you.
Welcome.
That works.
Okay. I'm gonna just download that just in case you guys need it for later.
Mm-hmm. When we turn this manor into our own.
Yeah, when you guys steal the manor.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
and
someone
I
found
will-
the deed, didn't they?
Oh, wait, hang on. It's gonna be
look.
our base of operations. What?
I don't fucking know.
The boo?
I'm just saying, look, if you found the deed and you want to sign the deed off to someone else, you do have the deed.
I put it in maps. It's small. It's whatever. Okay. So back to everything we're doing. Is everyone here? Everyone good? Everyone back? Everyone solid? Yes.
See?
AJ, Noah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sí, somos listos.
So
Se puede.
you guys, we ended on Ben and Valxis seeing this tunnel. We're gonna cut back to Jin and Aphelion. You guys are still in the dining room right now, after just investigating or looking at the painting of Mr. Breck.
Let's
Correct
go
codes
check out
room.
the other room outside. Just
There's another
outside the
door
hall
in this room, by the way,
left.
to the north.
Oh.
What about that doorway
north.
down there?
Yeah. Let's go to that one first then.
You guys go to the door to the north. It enters into a kitchen. Totally unused kitchen. Not stocked. You guys could like open cabinets and things, and there's nothing in this kitchen. Besides, there are utensils, pots, pans, that sort of thing. Drawers of utensils. Cabinets of plates, glass, cups, things of that sort. But no food, no, everything's dusty in here as well. And there is a door to the east that you would assume goes out into the hall.
This place is entirely empty. Let's just get out of here.
Okay. And as we're leaving, I'd like to take a single fork.
Okay, you take a fork. A
Awesome.
little dusty, but you take a fork.
Perfect.
Drell,
Hey.
you're looking down in this room.
Uh-huh.
You have
What do I
dark
see?
vision?
I have dark vision.
Make a perception check.
What do I see? Tell me.
I need to open up the browser version of Discord real quick to send you guys something. To show you what you see. This will help you visualize. It's a good thing that you're the one down here.
Perception check?
Yes.
Wait. I don't like how you said that.
What do you mean? What do you mean you don't like the way I said that? Oh, 21,
18
nice.
plus 3, 21. Yeah.
Yeah, hold on.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm signing into Discord on my browser so I can send you guys stuff. Okay.
Oh, there's like little spiders living in my house, and like
I hate
I
spiders.
see spider webs in like the ring light.
Gross. Oh no, spiders love lights specifically.
Yeah, dude.
Also,
they're
that picture is
everywhere.
literally the picture I sent you guys isn't even loading for me.
Nice.
Okay, so you see, ignoring the pathway, you'll be able to see that in the future, but you see this weirdly angular room. I'll pull it up for
Ew.
chat too. Okay, chat. Oh, this is so large. Okay, so he sees this weirdly angular room. You see a set of stairs to the south, and you do see a door that meta knowledge leads you to know about that pathway, but like a little snake pathway with a bunch of doors at the end. But you don't see that. You see this room. With a 21 perception, you notice that the coin that Valxis dropped down is sitting on a table that you couldn't really see from 40 feet up because it kind of covers the whole space above this hole. You see in the corner of the room an extendable ladder, almost like someone could use down here to get back up if they wanted to, as an escape from down here, but not the other way around. No one would they would have to bust the trapdoor open or
They've
use some
thought
sort
of everything.
We were trying to enter.
You can also rationalize that the fire that got shot at you would probably use to burn the carpet away so they could lift the trapdoor from the inside. It wasn't supposed to be like a trap, Like, it wasn't supposed to, like, trigger as a trap. It's supposed to be if someone opens that door, that fire needs to shoot out so that they can get the fuck out of here. You also see on the floor, glimmering every once in a while, these tiles with... They're like almost like a cobblestone floor across this whole thing, as it's literally been carved out of the earth. And you see these tile-based glyphs that are glimmering every once in a while. 4 or 5 of them around the room.
Ooh. Huh.
You don't
I'm gonna
see
go
a
back up.
person at all. The room is
I'm gonna
dark.
go back up.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back
You
up.
crawl,
Yeah,
you
that's
turn
it.
yourself around and crawl back up. Henry's at the top, just in the darkness, like, hey, Drell, is that you or is that someone else? Do I gotta be worried?
And I start making this.
He cancels the spider climb spell and casts dancing lights. You're still... Did you climb out of the hole?
Yeah, I climbed out
Okay.
of the hole.
He cancels the spider climb spell and dancing lights, and you're there. And he's like, for fuck's sake.
Hey man, I knew I could get you.
He goes, I hope you understand that now I have to get payback.
Oh man, I already owed you, and now you have to get payback.
What did you owe me?
No, like you saved my butt, man. I was falling down the hole. I owe you.
Yeah, and now I get to torture you, and you'll see how.
All right, I guess that's how I owed you.
Oh, you're screwed.
Is my food still okay? My rations?
Yeah, you have rations. They're still sitting there.
Okay, I'm gonna.
You
go back
actually look over at them, and now that they're in the dancing lights, and you're actually like drawn to it. Jimothy, the frog, is on the ground, just like taking nibbles at your rations.
What the fuck? I'm gonna walk over pretty sternly and grab my food.
You grab your food.
Yeah, and I'm gonna sit on the desk and just finish eating it.
Okay. There's still a rope tied to the desk.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Upstairs, Ben and Valxis, this tunnel opens up before you, and it goes about a couple feet forward before it seems to slope and go down, downward.
Man, I should have stayed.
And you
for
guys
10
are on the
more minutes.
southern wall of this library.
Should we go in?
Sure. I'll start walking down it.
Okay, you guys both go into this room. You can only walk one by one. You know, you can't stand side by side. It's not that deep. It is stone, so there is no like difficulty with grip. There's stairs that go down, like it's stairs, not just like a ramp that you gotta like catch yourself. Give me a perception check as you guys go down.
Six.
4.
Okay. The only thing you guys see on your way down is some torch sconces that haven't been lit in who knows how long. They're not dusty though, which means they've been used recently at some point. But you guys continue downward, at least a flight of stairs. You start winding around through the walls. You actually, at one point, faintly hear the muffled voices of Drell and Henry. Briefly. You don't know what they're saying. You just hear...
Is
through
that
one of the walls.
is that Drell?
I think so, and it sounds like maybe he woke up Henry.
Drell, give me a perception check.
Oh boy.
Jin, when we were in the dining room, did you hear anything?
Neither of you heard anything.
10.
Nah, why?
Just a little bit worried.
So to give you guys a time perspective, you guys going into the kitchen is when they would have walked into the tunnel for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
So,
What about Drail screaming Henry? when he
you
fell
guys
initially?
were a room, a door, an entire main hall, a room, a door
Okay.
across. So
Okay.
he was also down in a dirt-covered hole, which is natural sound muffling, and was just kind of like, Henry! 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 It's like if I yelled Henry right now, no one in my kitchen upstairs would hear me. Because there's just,
Yeah.
you know, whatever. But But yeah, so Noah, you're just getting your food back from Jimothy. You two, there's more tunnel in front of you. It looks like it sort of like you would have come up like behind the painting of the Phoenix is where you can rationalize like where you are in the building right now. But it continues downward.
No, like door or hatch over there or
Nope,
anything like that.
just solid wall. It continues downward and seems to go after you guys get past the. I'm trying to do math here. Okay, the map I gave you, Noah, is flipped. It's upside down. The stairs are to the north.
Oh, okay.
Which you would be able to rationalize go to the cellar door, the bulkhead. You guys are currently circling farther north at this point, to a point where you guys believe you're under the house in what would be a basement, but still going down a tunnel until you guys reach. If you're gonna keep going, are you guys gonna stop at all or keep going?
No, we'll keep going.
Okay, you guys keep going, and you reach a solid wooden wall, like a dead end.
I'll like push on it to see if it gives any
Investigation for both of you.
Nine.
8.
You push on the wall, it doesn't move forward. There don't seem to be any buttons or anything.
Is there a sconce nearby?
Far enough away that it wouldn't set the wall on fire.
I try pulling on it.
Doesn't budge.
Is there stone all around the wood?
To a point where like the entire tunnel itself is like a carved stone. And you guys did notice that like once you got to a point where you would be below the ground of the building, that it started to transition more into like dirt and carved out earth rather than man-placed stone. But what you guys see is it's this slab of wood with like dirt and stone around it, like as like a doorway. Both of you can make me a perception check too if you would like, at disadvantage. 9 plus what? Oh.
8, 15.
15. With a 15, you notice there are scrape marks on the ground between you and the wooden wall.
Scrape marks?
That go like this?
No, like something would be dragged.
Which direction though?
It's in between you and the wall. You and the wooden slab. So you could make the assumption that something would be dragged towards you. Or away from you.
Are there any like handles on the door?
Nope.
Or
It's not a door.
on the wooden
Wall.
slab?
No handles. With that 15, you'd also notice there's like the tiniest bit of space between the wooden slab and the wall on each side.
I try to slide it.
It doesn't slide right now. No. You could theoretically fit your hand to the side between it, the wall, and the wooden slab. On both sides.
Not too sure. I think this is a dead end.
How loud are you talking right now?
I mean, not like normal. Like, not trying to be loud, but just like, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sussy.
I say we okay. I'd say we head back. Unless you have any
Ben
ideas,
is
Ben.
thinking.
Holy shit! Look at that.
Doesn't make
Really?
any sense.
Really giving
doesn't
that
make sense, is that
1,000-yard
what you just
stare
said?
Deep
an
inside.
extra mile.
I mean, it's not a dead end, clearly.
But it doesn't make sense.
It's, why would you have a tunnel go one way, open on one end, if you couldn't get into the other end?
Hmm.
Oh, the door puzzle.
That is very
dude.
rational thinking.
This is Corey's door puzzle.
No, the door puzzle was the bulkhead.
It's probably just a failed roll, so I don't know. I'll just try and stick my hands on.
You know what? You are you pulling it?
Sure.
Strength check.
Oh!
Do it. Do it.
He
Young
said the-
Skywalker.
He said the
Power
keywords.
word kill.
Uh-oh. He said the keywords.
8.
Okay. Budges a little bit, slightly slides towards you, but you can't seem to get a good grip on it. It moves like a centimeter towards you.
Oh, you want to pull? Does it move? I can try.
It's kind of
You
like
guys-
shimming our way. Yeah.
Yeah, you guys move out of the way of one another. You're both not huge people. His wings are the thing that's in
I'm
the way the
fucking
most.
tiny.
But yeah. So you want to make a strength check, Valxis?
Sure.
Go ahead.
Well, I'd help him out if possible. That's what I mean. Like
A
the
14.
shimmying, like.
Yeah, but I feel like if you didn't make it yourself and then he were to also do it, two people doing it, you'd already be helping him because it's two separate roles. But with a 14, assuming you're assisting him, you guys slowly, and it scrapes the floor, pull this panel towards you until you hear it like settle into something.
Jin, since we've cleared out our section, should we try and meet up with the rest of the group?
Yeah, I'm kind of ready to go back to sleep.
Yeah. It's
That's
getting
right. You
late.
guys were gonna go to sleep before all this, huh?
We were.
And
was
when
indeed
it
the plan.
settles, you guys see light start coming through one of the gaps on either side. Or actually, it's from the top. You see from the top, it like came in and then set a little bit, like a good couple centimeters, to where now you see like firelight twinkling in from the top. And make a perception check, both of you.
Ben.
13.
AJ, you hear the flipping of a book, like a page, just a flip.
Great.
Oh shit! Oh!
the lip smash.
Look at that fucking smug ass look on Corey's face.
I planned
Look
this
at him
whole
go.
manner. I planned this whole manner
Look at him
last week. I
go.
got time, boys. I got more than enough written down on these pages for you.
Do
Split
it.
the party, baby. Go for it.
Do it, young Skywalker.
Now that there's light coming in here, both of you can make an investigation check again. It's a lot of rolls for you two. But it's because I want you to succeed.
What a
Was
good
a
coach.
15.
A 19. You, with this light coming in and being able to see in color instead of the grayscale, notice that where it has slotted in, if you look on the left and on the right in the wall, the stone/dirt walls, that they are, there's like a segment where this panel is fit into, and the whole thing can most likely be shifted either left or right, including the part of the wall, like this ring that it has now settled into in the wall.
Take out a dagger and
Okay.
put my hand on it. This time as any.
Strength check.
Well, I'm looking for confirmation from Valxis.
Okay.
Oh, what? What? I mean, sure, we'll open the door. Yeah.
Ben, what he's saying is that you didn't tell him about the book sound.
I would have relayed.
Okay, Valxis, you now know that there is clearly someone in this room reading a book.
Oh. Yeah, go
Back away is what he just said.
ahead. I said, yeah, go ahead.
Oh yeah, go ahead. I thought you said back away. Go ahead. Sorry. So strength
Go
check.
ahead.
Send it.
Senders.
Are you trying to do this quietly?
As quiet as I can. Yeah.
Stealth check.
FBI, open up.
And a strength check.
Yeah, one for each.
Okay.
This wall is the
An
series
11
of
on
rolls.
strength.
Okay.
And natural 20
Natural
on
20.
stealth.
You very slowly start pushing this thing. Left or right? Pick your poison.
Left.
Okay. You get on the right side of this thing and slowly start pushing it to the left. And you see the ring of the wall that was made of like a false stone is pushing along with it. And in its place, pulling another ring of fake wall. It's almost like if someone built a doorway out of wood and then it was attached to another doorway and you could slide one doorway into the other. And as you push this thing, it makes no noise. Smooth as silk. Just slide it to the side until you are standing in a doorway, both of you, in the darkness with a shadow on you, as both of you were looking at a man in front of a fireplace sort of thing where you don't even know where the smoke would exit from, but it exits somewhere. You see a man sitting at a table wearing like full just ragged, it's rags. He's wearing rags, flipping through a book with spectacles on his eyes and just flipping pages and continuing to read. He's the only one in this room. You realize what you pushed aside was a bookcase, and that there you are along a wall of a series of bookcases, but both of you are now standing in this opening with his silhouette, his back to you, shadow on you, with this and fire in front of you. Jin and Aphelion, you guys make the decision to go back to the rest of the group. You go back into the main room with Drell and Henry. They're both standing there. Drell's eating his rations. Henry's awake. You guys see dancing lights around the room. And the other two have not come back yet.
Henry, have you heard or seen from Valxis or Ben?
No, was I supposed to? Were they supposed to come back?
To be fair.
I was sleeping, to be fair, and then Drell was an idiot, so...
Hey, it
What do you
wasn't
do
my
now?
fault. It wasn't my fault.
So from
Drell,
what I
have you seen the
understand...
other two?
Oh, yeah, well, I'll
What?
explain later. It seems more important. You guys do you. I'll explain later what happened to Drell.
Well, hold on. What happened to Drell?
Stop it.
Jimothy scared him a little bit. Apparently the dude is scared of frogs. He fell down the hole, woke me up by screaming like a baby, and then I had to save him by wasting some of my magic to bring him back. He climbed out of the hole. Apparently he went down there all the way, didn't tell me what he saw, came back up and started
But
eating
you
some
never
food.
asked.
I didn't need to. You should know. Listen, I've been with enough adventuring parties to know if you go and investigate something, first thing you do when you get back is relay that information. Not worry about my frog eating your food.
Oh, so he didn't tell you anything? He just went down there?
Yeah, you know, it's kind of weird. I feel like yesterday, Drell was like super open to telling me everything, and now he's
Yeah.
like super closed off, and I don't know why.
It's very strange.
So where are the other two?
I mean, they went out
Well,
with
what did you
guys,
see
didn't
down there
they?
first? Why don't we get that straight?
Well,
We
no,
can-
hold on. Second part of adventuring etiquette is to find the rest of the party. So where is the other two? Where did they go? I was asleep. Where did they go?
Yeah,
They
left
said
they left with you guys. Like, what?
you were sleeping when we.
I was sleeping. He wasn't sleep. Were you sleeping?
Nah,
Well, Drell
He
went on
literally
watch.
curled up next to his.
I
His
just
little
curled
rope
up
he
for a
made.
bit, but like I couldn't
He,
sleep. So, like, I
Jin,
just ate
he
some
never
food.
actually, you didn't see him go to sleep. He sat down and then started
Oh, okay.
eating food as you guys walked out.
They want to go look for a spot for us to sleep at and clear out another wing of this place.
Let's just get out of this room. We'll have to go find
Yeah, but
them.
what did you see down there?
Well, it's like a 30 to like 50-foot drop. You know, I really wasn't sure. My rope wasn't long enough, so it's at least more than like 40, I guess.
Well, how did you get down there?
Well, Henry, so what happened was Jimothy scared me and I dropped my fork and I tried to grab it, but then I fell into the hole, and then Henry used a cool spell that let me climb all over the walls. So then naturally I came back up and he's like, I mean, do you want to check it out? And I was like, yeah, man, of course. So then I went back down to stick my head down there. And then there's like a table, some stairs, and then like there's a big, huge ladder that people could use to get back up. So like,
So
Yo,
Henry
Philion,
told
you
you
look
to go
really
down
upset.
there?
What's going on, bud? What's happening?
There's two of us that haven't checked back in, and you've clearly only seen a table. And
Okay, but
a
for
lot
the
of dirt.
record, you did go
Whoa,
missing for
whoa,
like
whoa.
5 or 6 hours earlier and didn't check back in with us at all.
Yeah, Mr. Oh, you only saw a table.
Why
I thought
even
you
were
turned into
why
Star.
even
on.
were you here? Like to
Hold
go ahead.
on,
You said you went.
hold
Okay,
on.
okay. You know what? You're
Henry,
right, Jin. I'm getting
You
a little
told him to
hot-headed.
go down there? Henry, you told Drell
No,
to go down there.
I
No,
asked him
no.
if he
didn't-
wanted to use spider climb longer, if I should bring the lights back, and he said, "Hold on a moment," and then everything was dark because I can't fucking see, and then he went down and then came back up, and I said, "Are you done now?" And he tried to scare me with some fucking crazy sounds of ferocious
So
monsters.
you're saying you offered if he wanted to play with your spell more, and in his time of fuckwithery,
He decided to investigate. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, which I got to admit, smarter than I thought Drell was. I thought he would start walking up the walls and on the ceiling and stuff, and instead he went to
Well,
investigate what was down the hole.
I had some problems getting down the hole, but I didn't tell that part of the story. Like,
You had
What-
problems
okay.
getting down the hole.
Okay, that's a little. Oh, sure. I guess he did.
Okay, now it sounds like Henry is covering for you.
no, Henry doesn't. You can't see in the dark, can you?
No, I can't see shit.
Because
Why do you keep saying that?
How did you struggle going down the hole if you had a spell that lets you, like,
That's
climb
not the
freely?
point. Where are the two others? Do we need to go find them? We can yell at each other while we go. It's clearly Aphilion's
Sure,
going to blow a gasket if we don't find these other two people.
I'm just
Produce
fucking
light.
tired
For
at
light.
this point.
There's already dancing lights in here. What's the point?
You said you couldn't see.
That was before
We're
I
just giving extra light.
Man.
Okay, let's just fucking go. Oh my god, I just want to fucking sleep.
he has
It's
four
like you didn't hear the whole
sickly.
story.
He
and
has
I walk
4
out.
sickly green. The color is like a gross green. Bubbles of pulsing light that just like slowly gurgle and circle around his head. And he goes, "I've had light since I had to get rid of the spider thing. Okay, I'm sorry.
So
I can
we're
see."
gonna-
I'm stupid. I've just been holding this candelabra that has lit candles. Yeah, I'm gonna keep holding it.
Yeah, you are holding You literally just thought candelabra. Oh, you still can't see fire. I'm not that blind.
Okay, we're gonna have to go walk this manor.
Are we going
now.
upstairs?
Yeah.
Did
Okay.
you see? Did they go? I don't even. I'm so tired. I don't know if they
Wait, did
walked
you guys
upstairs
go
or not.
downstairs or did they go upstairs? Or did you go upstairs? Did you guys
Yeah,
go
We checked
upstairs?
downstairs and they went upstairs.
Okay.
It's really just a where you guys didn't go type of
Okay.
scenario.
So you guys go upstairs. You would have been able to check the west wing, the north wing. You'd see everything they saw naturally, and then the east wing. You guys walk into the library, and we'll pick it up from you guys walking through the library. So you guys don't have to go investigate all the bedrooms and everything.
Yeah.
So you guys walk into this library. It's the only door that's still open. The other doors, they kind of just like shut behind them. It's the only door that's still open. And with a quick walk around, if you guys aren't looking for anything specific, you do see the opening that goes into a tunnel.
You think that was them?
Most likely.
Then that's our way we're going.
Okay?
I'd like to come back to the library after, but let's go and
We
get
have all night.
Feel free. Okay, as you guys start going into the tunnel, at this point was when you guys opened the door at the base of the tunnel. What are you guys doing? Ben and Velxus.
Are we gonna just go? Or like, we just gonna go, or like, not gonna, put it back?
It's a real good thing I'm looking at Discord right now. First time. Like I'm like trying to figure out what's happening.
Sheesh.
I attempt to slowly put it back.
Stealth check.
Put the
Yeah, stealth
I'll
check.
help him. I don't know. There's
Okay.
a way I can help.
Can I
Stealth
roll with
or keep it
advantage
quiet.
then?
Well, he's already natural 20 stealth, so I'm taking that into
Oh.
account.
That is a 10.
10 with the natural 20, you guys are fine. You guys slowly push it back, and what you hear is it goes back into place. Are you pushing it to the side and then again forward?
Yeah.
Okay, you guys put it back into place, and right as it settles, you just hear as if the guy like took a moment to cough, and like it scared you for a second, like he maybe noticed you. But you're good.
Like breath held for a moment. Like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, okay.
Can I
Don't want
insight check the cough?
Sure.
Wonderful.
Sounded like a man was coughing.
Okay. Turn to Valxis. What do we do? Who was that?
I don't know, but we should back up a bit more so he can't hear us through the bookshelf.
You guys back up a bit more. It's at this point that if you other guys were going down, are you taking the candelabra with you?
Yeah.
Okay, are you lighting any of the sconces you see on the way down?
Nope.
Cool. While you guys are having this discussion of like, what are we gonna do? You see from behind you a light slowly starting to get bigger and bigger coming down the hallway towards you.
Fuck.
I need the three of you and Henry that are coming from behind to make perception checks. You're trying to
Okay.
beat.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you the DC. You're trying to beat an 18 to determine whether or not you can hear their hushed speaking.
14. Oh, if I can hear it,
20.
should I do that advantage then?
No, because it's not like it's
Let's
not a
go, dog.
survival like animal check. You're just listening.
Okay.
I was muted.
Okay.
But I got a
So
dirty
so
sound.
Drell and Aphelion, you guys hear hushed speaking ahead of you.
Wait,
Like
was that-
around, you guys are about to round a corner and you hear hushed speaking.
Wait.
Also, when I talk
What?
about the narrowness of this tunnel, yes, you guys couldn't walk side by side, but it's enough room for like one of you to like stretch out even slightly enough. So you could squeeze by each other easily if you needed to.
What?
Shh, shh, shh.
You guys, you two, Valxis and Ben hear Jin go, "What?" Like from around the corner, and the light
Oh.
stops.
I go, oh, okay,
go.
okay, cool.
You see this like wave of like anxiety, like release from
Just-
in his face.
And we'll just walk. I'll just keep walking up the stairs.
You guys hear footsteps coming towards you. Drell and Aphelion.
Guys, what's coming? I ready my fists.
Okay. What are you readying your fists for? Are you gonna punch the first person you see?
Just readying my fists. I'm taking.
Okay.
this-
Was that
a
you?
ready stance.
You guys hear Ben whisper,
Yeah.
"Jen, was that you?" Are you still
Yeah.
talking loud, or are you
I-
just like, "Yeah"?
Yes.
I turn around. I like turn
Because
the
Jin
corner.
is in full belief that no one is here.
What?
I like turn the corner up the stairs.
Henry hits the back of Jin just like a back slap, and it's like, "Dude, shut up! Like if we're going underground, this is like obviously where the bad guys are. Adventuring 101, homie."
Yeah, but big motherfucker went down a hole and no one heard him.
Yeah, but he
And we
was
dropped a
fucking-
coin.
I made him
Oh.
spider climb, dude. He was like going down dirt,
It was a hole.
and there
But
was
he was also
apparently no one-
yelling for your name.
Yeah, but he
he
yelled
was,
for
like,
my name
yelling
at the
down the-
top of the hole.
Man.
What are you crying about? I'm talking to Henry.
You go back.
Who's
Yeah,
crying?
keep shouting! I fucking yell.
No one, shut the fuck up!
No one's shouting.
Shut up!
Did he get a fucking concussion when he fell down the hole?
Go back.
Wait.
We need to start going back. We'll talk about it in the library.
Okay.
Okay, you guys all
What
go
would-
back
what did
to
you
the.
find?
You guys go back to the library.
Okay,
Assuming
well-
you guys intentionally stay silent until you get to the
Mhm,
library,
mhm.
you guys get back
Yeah.
up to the library.
So, down there is sort of like a wooden wall,
Okay.
and it's actually bookcase that pulls out. We pull it back and then we slide it over to the side. And there's a guy down there. We don't know who he is, but he's reading a book downstairs, down there, and there's a fireplace and stuff.
Has
So there
he
are
noticed
people.
you?
Did you
No.
see him at least?
Not that
We did see
know.
him, yeah.
What
Just
did he
the
look
back of his
like?
head, though.
Yeah.
You guys saw the back of his head. He kind of had that like getting old shaved head, but it's like starting to grow back in. It's like peach fuzz on your head type thing. You saw that he was wearing glasses. Kind of seemed older than, like, he's probably in his late 40s, early 50s. Other than that, you didn't get a real good look besides the rags that he was wearing. Like, it looked almost like a potato sack kind of rags, kind of like druid rags if they were a little more ratty.
Like you couldn't even discern like if it was a tiefling or anything.
Human.
Okay.
No, it looks human.
Okay, that works. We don't want to go in there after the person. I mean, if they're just reading a book.
Well, I'm okay. It was just me and Ben, so I don't know. We're not quite
He can go
the
invisible.
strong ones. So, kind of wanted backup before we did anything. Which is, we were
Just-
going to go back to get you, but you followed us down, so...
He's just an old guy with rags.
Yes.
Come on, Valxis. We fought fucking robots earlier
Yeah,
today. You
yes.
can't take.
We
fought the branch
the
boys.
rest of you.
Well, look at our friend Henry here. I wouldn't suspect him to be as powerful as he
Wait,
is.
hold on. What
I
the
agree
fuck?
with Ben.
What the fuck
It's-
is that supposed to mean?
Yeah. Whoa,
Do I
Henry's
not
my
look
friend.
Presentable.
Appearances can be
He like
deceiving.
looks down and goes, "Okay, well, no, I get it. No, that makes sense.
Okay, fine.
It's hard to take care of yourself when never mind.
I get it's just making a point.
I know.
Okay.
I hate that I'm the
All
way
right.
you're making your point, but I get it.
All right, do you guys want to go back in there, or do you?
I mean, yeah, sure. Or if we want to rest, we can, because they don't know we're here.
I
Oh, what if
can't
they come out of
remember
their reading?
anything but my cantrips at the moment, so
Okay. You.
We're really still on this whole resting thing. huh?
Okay, how about we just?
Okay,
How about
you
we
know
camp
what,
out-
Drell? Just
It is
because
a little
you
bit
only
late.
use your fists doesn't mean that like the people around you who utilize magic don't need like time to reset their magical clocks. Okay, just because you can sit there and be like punch punch, hey, heal me everyone. Oh, you need to rest because everyone healed me. Wow, that's crazy. Stop being egocentric. Okay, we're concerned about the people around you.
Yeah. Henry
Adventuring
has a
101.
point. Hen-
Adventuring 101 had a
Jin-
lot of topics. That's all I'm saying.
Jin reaches out for a high five for Henry on that.
Henry smacks your hand, and there's still a little bit of crushed spider in it from when he gave Drell spider climb.
Oh, sick. And just rubs it on his shirt. Okay, why don't we? Did you guys find a bedroom?
Yeah, there's 3 guest rooms in
You saw it,
the...
Jin. You guys went
Oh, right.
left,
We
north.
went
so you
around.
saw everything.
All right. Why don't we just hunker down, still stay with the people we're partnered up with, and when we're on watch, we'll just wait here. I mean, if this is the only exit for him to come out of, we fucking have him where we want him.
Well, there's the
You
trap-
guys did see a door in that room before you shut the thing.
Hmm.
Like this isn't.
Okay.
It wasn't like the only
Well, there
way
was
into
a
that room
door.
was from the bookcase.
There was a door.
door outside of the room. It wasn't just the
Okay.
bookcase.
Well, we could possibly keep the same groups. Drael and Henry could go back into the study, keep watch of the trapdoor. Jin, if you would stay in here with me and
Yeah, okay.
Valxis and Ben, you watch the lounge perhaps?
Well, they have to be. Well, they're
Or
gonna be
would you like to join
2
us?
hours. Well, they got to be 2-hour watches.
I can go the first watch. If you guys need to rest up now, whoever needs it now,
You guys need 4
just go.
watches.
Yeah, we need 4. So 2 people. We need
Mm.
4 people have to watch, or 4 groups, or because if we split it up 2 and 2,
Mm.
you're gonna be asleep for 4 hours, and somebody can come in and around.
Yeah.
I can. Okay.
I'll take the first watch because I already got in a power nap. Okay.
Okay.
And then you guys can divide yourselves into like, 3 more of you, or 4, or 2 groups of 2 and 1 person by themselves, or whatever.
Okay.
All right.
We'll keep watch with 1 person at a time. At least that'll keep everybody sleeping as long as they can.
Okay. Good. Question: should we shut the trapdoor?
Probably.
Indeed.
Okay, I'll go do that. And he just walks out of the room.
Okay, so he's first watch. I'll take second.
I can
I'll
still
go
have Billy on because he can't. He can't see in the dark by himself, but he can cast his own light cantrip. Whatever you prefer.
I can take a watch by myself if need be.
Okay.
And then who's fourth? Ben.
Well,
take
so
both.
Henry first,
Me.
you second, Valxis, Jin
Yeah.
third, and I could go fourth.
All right, that's fine.
Sure, that's fine. Yeah.
Okay. So, you guys all go to sleep except for Henry. And who was second, sorry?
Me.
Valxis.
He goes to wake up Valxis at the end of his watch. It's now like 3 o'clock in the morning. And he goes, "Hey, rich boy. Psst. Hey.
What?
Hey, what's
He
up?
opens-
Just so you're aware, I saw some shit, but not shit we should be worried about. So,
What do you mean you saw some shit?
there were a couple guys who came out of the cellar and then went out the back door, and then I stayed super hidden, and then like those same couple guys came back a couple hours later and then went back down the cellar door.
Cool.
It was just a couple dudes. I don't know.
Okay, that's.
But it wasn't like an emergency, so like I didn't feel the need to wake you all up or anything.
That's pretty fair. That's
Yeah.
probably good.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to bed.
Okay, good night.
He pulls you, he like helps you out of your bed and then immediately collapses on the same bed you were just sleeping in and goes to sleep.
That was. Okay.
Passes out immediately.
All right, I'll go to the. Yeah, I'll start my watch.
Okay. So roll me a perception check.
Okay.
I'm assuming you're kind of like wandering the halls quietly in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
14. Nothing eventful happens during your watch. You don't hear anything. You don't
Okay.
see anything. No one comes in or out.
I go
And-
to the hatch.
Okay. Which Henry shut.
Mm-hmm. And I will open it
Mm-hmm.
very slowly.
Mm-hmm.
Do I see anything on the inside, or just what I saw earlier?
dark.
What I saw in the past.
It's dark.
Okay. I will fly down the hole slowly. Do I have enough space to get
Well,
my
I'm
wings
trying.
out?
That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to rationally think about you flying down a 3x3 hole.
Because your wingspan should be larger than
your wingspan is
your
like
wingspan
6
is-
feet. Yeah,
Yeah.
Height.
you really couldn't fly down this hole.
Okay, never mind. I
The only
don't.
thing you theoretically could do,
Or a
and this is a
parachute with your
decision
wings.
you have to
could-
decide,
yeah.
is
half
to
open.
free fall, and as you get to the open space at the bottom, use your wings to catch you in air.
Yeah,
But
why not?
it'd probably be hard for me to get back out. Other
It
than
would
using
absolutely
the...
be hard for you to get back out. You would have to athletics check to literally grab the rope and climb up and hope that you don't weigh enough that it's going to pull the whole desk.
Yeah.
Coefficient of friction.
I don't weigh that much. I weigh a lot, actually.
Wings, baby.
Wings, they weigh a lot. I don't do that then.
Okay. You just look down.
Mm-hmm. I'll close the hatch again,
Okay.
and then I'll keep patrolling.
Okay. Are you doing anything specific during your watch?
No.
Okay. Who was up next?
No, I do. I read the conspiracy theory book
Okay.
a little bit.
So this is the account of one man.
Mhm.
And this one man swears up and down that he has evidence to prove that the Winterlight Empire is running some sort of black market, crazy, like empire-wide, bleeds into the kingdom, underground ring of valuable items and information. And his evidence comes with a lot of controversy, like and contradictions and things that don't entirely make sense, but you could understand how a crazy person could irrationally think that this is what's going on. You see names that like start to like how did he get these names? That's kind of weird. And you wonder where this guy is or where this guy got this information, but you can read through about 30 pages before your watch ends. And it's very preliminary stuff. It's like how he started figuring out this theory, and like, you know, he's like
the beginnings of his investigation.
Yeah, he's just starting to get into the juicy stuff when you're like, fuck, my watch is over.
Okay.
It's like one of those lose weight in 30-day fucking PDFs that you pay for.
Yeah. Okay, so who's third watch?
I was.
Okay, you go to wake up Jin.
See
and
anything?
yeah, there you go. Doctor,
What?
You see anything?
No, it was completely nothing was happening.
All right. Jin gets up and like does a thing where he like opens his chest and cracks his back.
Okay.
Night.
Good night.
Are you taking his bed?
I fucking guess that I'm taking his bed because
Okay.
Henry took mine.
Okay. So you wake up Jin. I need a perception check from you.
Okay. Three.
You see fucking nothing throughout the night. Is there something specific you're trying to do during your watch?
Jin was probably just gonna walk down to the library and go and check out what's in the library because he didn't look around in there. He's probably trying to get like information on why Breck is here or what like Breck is about. So he's gonna like thumb through books.
So you spend the reason your perception check is so low is because instead of keeping watch for the entirety of your watch, you're just looking through books. I need an investigation check to specifically be looking for a book about Drek or Drek's family, or anything.
Or anything, anything that would pique his interest when he goes through. I guess,
10. You find no books in relation to Breck or his family in this room. All the books seem to be like things like you don't know enough about his family, but he didn't seem like a big reader, so maybe his wife or his kids liked reading.
Yeah, I guess then Jin's just gonna kind of like look through books and just see, like what he finds.
Give me
You want me to roll
give me a
again?
D100.
Okay, that's a D. One of these and one of these. 41.
You find a bunch of children's stories about the different gods in the land. You know, your standard gods. You find one children's story that is about the ruins of Roost. And kind of like a kid's story that... Yeah, there he is. A kid's story in relation to, like, you know, once there was an evil dragon goddess, and she felt betrayed by her followers, and so she flew down into the mortal plane and burned a city to the ground. But there was one building that didn't get burned down, and it was under the protection of Mistral or something like that. I don't remember her fucking name. I'll get it later. Mistra. Yeah, it wasn't Mistral. It was Mistra. By Mistra. And that there was one man who like came out of it, and like no one's seen or heard from him for a while, but he's supposed to be considered the one who's blessed by Mystra, but also cursed by this dragon. And it's really scary, and you shouldn't betray your gods and goddesses when you follow them, because they might get real mad. It's a kid's book.
Okay. Yeah, Jin's just gonna like shrug his shoulder
Okay,
and then
whatever.
put the thing back. And a fucking kid's book. They don't fucking know shit about betraying God.
And when you close it, it says author : Umrig.
All right. Yeah, I guess I'll just spend the rest of the time just looking through books and just seeing what he sees, but that'd be it.
Yeah. Who's taking fourth watch?
I think it's a Philion. Or sorry.
Your fake sleeping's phenomenal.
So who's taking it? I thought I was taking it.
I thought it was a Philion.
It would be one per person. It'd go Henry, Valxis, Jin, and Aphelion.
Sure.
But if you'd like to join me.
Unless you want to, Ben.
Yeah,
you
why
both
not?
can. You both can. Cool.
Okay, then
you
Jin
both get
comes into
woken
the
up.
door kind of loudly then and wakes up Ben on accident.
He
like
wakes
he
up both
kicks
of them.
that.
You guys
So
both. You guys would have
fuckers.
decided you're both taking the watch. So you both wake up for your watch, Jin.
Hey, time to get up.
Yeah. Quiet?
I was just kind of bent on, why is Breck here, and was checking out the library to see if I'd get any more information, but I didn't see anything.
Nothing too amiss. Okay.
Yeah, I saw some dumb kid's book about like a fire dragon burning down a city or a village.
Okay.
There's some decent reading, I guess, in there, but lots of children's books.
Maybe I'll check it out. Good night.
Nut. Jin rolls over into Aphilion's bed.
You guys have slept a full night already, Aphelion and Ben, so it doesn't really matter to you that he's in that bed. So you two can take your long rest.
One of the,
Okay.
Aaron, it probably would have been one of the, if there was a comfortable chair in the library, it would have been that he was sleeping on, not a bed.
There were 4 beds, but one of them
No,
was a
'cause you guys went
king-size
to the-
bed.
Yeah, when you guys went back to the bed, you guys weren't sleeping in the library.
I mean, he
Okay.
could choose to sleep in the library if he wants. You could take Ben's bed.
Then I will be taking Ben's bed.
Okay. So Ben and Aphelion, you guys are awake for your watch. Is there anything you two trying to do specifically before your perception check?
I will go have a look in the library. Firstly, looking for that children's book.
Yeah, I mean, he pulled it out and left it on the desk.
Go ahead and pocket it. And secondly, I will try and find, let's get the names right. Any books or manuscripts or writing, any form of writing on basically an atlas on the continents and any major cities if there is anything like that.
Okay. Investigation check.
This is going to be a +1. 6. That's a shame.
Okay. They're not really historical readers here.
That's
These
very
books aren't like, you're not finding like, geography books or, you're trying to go for something wide, whereas like books you might find here are like storybooks for the most part, like novels, different sorts of like different stories being told. The only ones you do find that are related to like individual continents are telling stories in those continents using the lore of the land as part of it, but you're not finding anything like an atlas or a geography book or like any maps or anything based on like the world.
If there is one, a story or a folklore book on the Dithronian kingdom, I would take that as well.
There's tons of stories based on the kingdom, so it depends on what you're looking for.
If there's simply a book to kind of house all of those like miniature stories in one, I will take that. If not, then I will just take the Ruins of Roost.
We already took the Ruins of Roost.
Yeah, so that would be the only one I would take
I'd
from the
say that with
library.
a 10, there's too many. You're just like, this one talks about a city in the Dithronian kingdom. This one talks about, a hero through the streets of Belloc, and jumping through the rooftops, and kind of like a Zorro type story. But there's nothing really that like fully
Any
satiates
books
what you're
about
looking
me?
for.
What was that, Ben?
Are there any books about me?
That would be interesting. If throughout my watch, if I'm picking up and kind of flipping through the pages, would I
Give me a
see any
D100.
of the benevolent one? Hiya!
13.
So-
You do find a book called The Story of the Benevolent One. And you look through this book. It is another children's book, but this
It's
one
blank.
seems like more
Oh.
like one that an adult would read to a child rather than one that like a child could pick up like a picture book. This book, it talks about a wandering man who helps wherever help is needed. There's no face on this man. He's always cloaked. He kind of just strides into town, assists where people thought there would be no assistance, and leaves. And it's a collection of like small deeds he did that added up to being called the Benevolent One. And it kind of ends with like a lesson that's like, you know, like a be like the Benevolent One and help others when help is needed sort of thing. And maybe one day the Benevolent One will come help you. But no face, just a pale, no featured circle in a black cloak that is seen like building a house or helping someone carry something or anything along those lines.
Ben, could you just stand right there for a moment? In any free margins of this book, I will take out the pen that I use
Mhm.
and write in a description of Ben.
Okay. Easy enough.
Or draw him, yeah.
Easy enough.
I'll close it and I'll hand it to him.
Ben, you were handed a
Uh,
book that tells of some things you did that most you don't even remember.
Have I ever seen this book before?
No. And now that you're looking through it, it almost looks like it was custom made. Like this wasn't a book that's in wide distribution.
Out of human skin.
What the?
Fucking
No.
okay. Aphilion's got some dark
The
thoughts.
Necronomicon. No.
He cranked it
Necronomicon.
up on that one.
The Necronomicon.
Yeah.
What are we in, like a lore house?
There has been little lore dumping in this entire library. Like a conspiracy theory thing about the entire Winterlight Empire, a kid's book that's just like, oh hey, Umrig callback, and now a children's story about Ben. So I don't think this is
Get
a
some
lore house.
dumbass story about a fucking dragon burning some shit
Dude,
down.
that's what I'm saying. Some dumbass story.
Wow.
Um,
Noah's
Ben
poor Noah's
will
backstory.
Just quietly flip through it.
Okay.
It's a good read.
Suppose.
Do you... You always... Oh, in some cases you refer to yourself as we.
I
Is that just
stopped
out
that
of
once
habit?
someone pointed it out.
Okay.
Uh,
Oh.
It just when you're alone for a while, things can
Bless you.
Thank you.
get a little weird up there.
Yeah, I understand. But is there anything in this book that you may remember? Not from, I guess, before. Because, I don't know. A couple of times you've seemed to have foggy memories, especially when we've gone to all these cities and just passing through. People recognize you, but you don't seem to recognize them. There was that one, the elven lady at the tavern. Kurth's place, I think it was.
Did you say oven or elven?
Elven.
Oh my god. I was like the
An
oven,
oven
lady.
lady.
I'm like, what fucking oven lady? Cubby, wake up. I know you're fake sleeping, but wake up. I'm afraid of anyone closing their eyes during this session. Go ahead. Sorry, continue.
It's not like we actively forget. There's just a lot, and sometimes putting the pieces together to form a memory, or any coherent one, is a little hard.
Like not having all of the pieces of a puzzle.
Right.
Okay.
Ben,
Well-
roll a D100 for me.
You should hold on to that. Perhaps some pieces could be filled in.
48. 80. Yeah, 48.
As you finish the sentence, there's a flash of a memory as you talk about memory. That's your first breath. In the shrine. Just a type moment. And then knowing you'd be laying there. That's what flashes across your mind as you speak about memories and being able to put them together.
Some are vibrant, like bright stars in the sky. Others are dimmer, but drawing lines between them, between the pieces.
You begin
a
to get
larger
the full
picture.
picture. Yeah. Well, I definitely think that you should hold on to that book. Whoever was here before doesn't really seem to use or care too much about this library. About how early is it in the morning now?
Right now it would be because you guys slept for like 6 hours so far, or you guys got 6 hours in, but it's 8 hours for the whole long rest. It'd probably be like 7, 8 a.m.
A new day. Let's see what we can do about finding the rest of those pieces. Maybe the answers will start once we're finished with whatever this puzzle has to do with this Keiso.
Okay.
Hopefully.
As you guys sort of separate as your watch ends, Aphelion, you hear a voice in the back of your head. I don't want to wait any longer. We sit around over and over, so much talking.
We
Ah!
need rest.
You've rested. I've rested. Your father didn't rest this much. I led you here for a reason.
I'm grateful for that, but we need more help.
Waste of time.
It seems for the time being you're stuck with me.
Stuck.
Let's-
I chose this. You're the one who's stuck.
That's some gaslighting.
Oh shit.
Bro, that's metal as fuck. You're gonna fucking die.
Sorry.
Nothing else to say. So much talking and now quiet.
What did you know about him?
Everything. I was with him like I am with you.
Where was he last?
Why is that important?
Just looking for some answers. Unless you're not willing to give them, then I might have to go find them myself.
Priorities. Here first. Answers later.
Then a little patience will be needed. We'll need the rest of the group.
Patience. Your dad always said patience. Maybe that's... never mind.
You know, I know exactly how big Noah is now.
Based on the size of the banana. Okay.
Suppose go wake the rest of the group after 8 hours.
Okay. You wake up everyone else. Everyone's
Can I
awake.
click the long rest button?
Yeah, everyone can long rest.
Can I click the confirm button, please?
Including Henry, which I need to go do. Long rest for Henry. All the
Spells,
spells.
finally.
All right. Is it time to go check out where that guy was reading now?
Oh, good morning, y'all, and everyone, and everything that's good for it.
Popping up right in front of you is the visage of, as you say good morning, Yol, and his face is right above yours, and he goes, good morning, Drell, and then disappears.
Oh, God. I just freeze at that point, and I'm just staring straight up.
All right, it's time to go into that tunnel, right?
Yeah.
Jin is just gonna get up and start walking right to it.
Okay.
All right.
Everyone else
All right,
following?
Yep.
Yes.
So listen, does anyone else have any more rope? This is important.
No.
Just
I thought
go
we were
untie
going in the
your
tunnel.
rope.
I thought we were going in the tunnel.
We are. Why? Why is that even a concern right now? It's rope.
Isn't that what we're supposed to be
His
doing?
Tamagotchi's dying.
No.
Dude, we're going into the tunnel. Like, the tunnel we walked in through the library.
I thought that was like my Valve Index fucking beeping at me.
No, it's his Tamagotchi. His fucking...
I killed the
God.
boat, dude. I'm upset.
You killed it?
I forgot it after work yesterday.
You left your Tamagotchi in the car.
I want to talk about it. Go on.
Okay, moving on.
Good.
So we're walking.
Okay, you guys are going... He's asking for rope, but you guys are going towards the tunnel?
Yes.
Okay. Is
All right,
anyone
so-
stopping, or is anyone objecting, or are you all just going towards the tunnel?
Oh, we're going.
Okay, everyone goes into the tunnel. You guys follow the path all the way down to that wooden slab again.
So what do
for
we-
Jin, Drell, Aphelion, and Henry, this is their first time seeing it.
So what do we do with this?
Just pull on it and then it slides
Hey,
into
whoa,
the
hey,
slats.
shh, didn't you say there was a guy in there? Why is everyone talking so loud?
That's right, actually. That's right, yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
So I'm pulling on it.
Strength check.
Okay. All right, Jin is gonna walk up and pull on it.
It's gonna be like a fucking scarecrow.
What, the book reader?
A 4.
It's not budging.
You said pull, right?
Look,
Yeah,
man.
like
Henry
this.
Henry goes, oh no, Henry goes, hold on. Cracks knuckles. I got this. And he's gonna walk up and try to pull it.
Fucking breaks his arm doing it.
15 minus 1, 14. He pulls it off. He gets up there and like puts both of his hands in, and then pulls them back out, and then reaches his hand in one of his pockets and comes out with like powder on his hands. You would assume, AJ,
It's like chalk.
Ben, this is like chalk used for like teleportation circle spells. And he rubs that on his hands and then slides one in, and starts to pull, and pulls it out. And then it sits in that spot again. And everyone's gonna have to roll a stealth check for me.
What the? I moved it for you.
Yeah. Okay.
7. I got a natural
Fuck.
1.
17.
No.
What happened to my roll?
Oh no.
Oh, dude.
How do I see my roll?
Your roll was a 4 plus 4.
Oh,
You
so
rolled an 8.
Oh, no.
What's so stupid? What?
Listen,
I'm
I hit the
I'm just
floor
a
again.
nincompoop.
I
I
hit the
Could you have
floor
used
like I
one of
did
your
the first
star
time.
modes for stealth or something?
no, I have passed without a trace.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. Even with 2 natural ones, it's not gonna help. So Henry pulls this thing, and AJ, Ben went to go be like, I got it, and then Henry was kind of like pushed you out of the way and was like, no, and then Jin yells, yeah, well, I loosened it for you, and you're like, shut up, and you guys start going back and forth, and you hear from inside the room like, hello, who's there? I hear someone. Where are you? And
He's blind.
you guys haven't pushed the bookshelf to the side yet. You guys aren't in the open staring at him. You just hear it from in the room.
No, that's what Jin is just saying.
He's
No,
blind.
I'm not blind. I'll find you. Where are you? I'm not blind. I can see well and good. Catch a man while he's sleeping on a book. Where are you? And he's just like, you hear frantic moving as he's running around the room.
All right,
can't
who
see
wants to lead
shit.
this one now?
I got this, and I get up from the floor because I had dropped to the floor, naturally. It's my stealth.
Okay. Yeah.
And so
Bookcase
what,
is
we
still in
don't-
front of you. You just have to push it to the side. You guys pulled
Yeah.
it back, but didn't slide it.
What is this bookcase made out of, TH?
Wood.
It's wood.
It's a rock hard wood.
What the fuck? There was just a bird that just ran in my window.
Yeah.
Uh,
The bookcase is not made of bird.
sorry. Big distraction right
I know.
there.
I know.
Can I just barrel through the bookcase?
You want to smash through the bookcase?
Yeah.
Give me 2 unarmed strikes.
Don't worry, guys. I got this.
There you do.
Gosh.
Alright, so there's one. There's a 20. Yeah, and then it's a
Roll damage on both.
Ooh, let's go. Let's go. Alright. Alright. Alright, so that's an 8. I guess another 8.
So
16
you
and
guys
some
see as Drell goes, step aside, moves you guys out of the way, and then just goes, punch, punch, and both of his hands, his fists, go through the wood, and now there are just holes in the wood as he pulls his fist back, and there's these 2 massive holes. Books and pages went flying, and you hear, what? Behind the... What are you doing back there? Get out of there! Who is that? And he's trying to peek through the holes at you, but they're now just 2 massive splintering
All right,
holes.
you're up,
through this
Drell.
thing.
was
Keep
that?
it
What
going.
was
No,
that?
no, let him do this. Let him do this. Let the superstar go. Go, Drell, go.
The shelf is a little heavy.
It's a fucking bookcase,
It's a
dude.
bookcase.
It's
You
a
can easily
bookcase.
punch through it. Yeah.
You can punch through it, but you're not gonna shatter the whole thing into a million pieces. You aren't
Go
a
ahead, Drell.
cannonball.
Go ahead, Drell. Go talk to him.
Dude.
Talk to him. I don't know why you're laughing about breaking
Yeah,
a book.
talk
Go
to me.
talk to him.
Why don't you come out here and talk to me? Do it.
You wanted to lead this.
Yeah,
Go.
listen
go.
to that guy. Wait, there's more than one of you? Okay, hold on. Wait, slow
Yeah.
down. Slow down. Wait a second.
Just open.
No,
Is
no,
there
no,
any-
no. Just let him learn this time. Let him learn. Go,
Is there
Drell.
any easier
Hold
way to
on.
let us out?
Wait, no, maybe you guys should stay behind the wall. Maybe that's the best course of
No,
action
I
here.
open up the bookcase.
Okay, he squeezes by you guys and pushes open the bookcase. The thing is starting to fall apart. You push it into the crevice. You probably won't be able to pull that thing back out.
No.
So it's pretty fucked. You open the door,
Yeah.
and this man is just standing there with a book in his hand, looking at the doorway, just like,
I'm so sorry.
huh, there are
really
so many of
sorry.
you. Huh.
I walk out and
Alright.
I immediately I step out and I look at him and I go, you can put the book down. We're not gonna hurt you.
Why should I listen to you? You just shattered my bookcase.
No, he shattered your bookcase. I
He
didn't do
shattered my
anything.
bookcase, and he throws the book at you.
At me?
No, at Drell.
Andrell?
No,
Drell,
eyebrowless
does a
one.
14 hit?
No.
Shit. You like
I just ducked.
the book? No. What's your AC?
15.
Okay, a 14. The book kind of just like lightly hits you and falls down. It doesn't even make damage.
It
It
fucking
opens up and hits him.
It just like yeah, it catches
It opens,
the
yeah.
air as he throws in. It just nothing.
Man, I'm really sorry. I didn't.
Oh, I'll get another book, a heavier one, and you'll see about breaking my bookcases.
Doxus, go do your
Yeah.
thing.
Please do something.
What are you whispering about?
Look, this is our friend.
We're not.
I cast
Who is your
calm
friend?
emotions on him.
Oh, thank God.
What's the save?
Save is a charisma 15.
Who's your friend?
Okay, you succeed. 1 second.
He fails?
Yeah, he fails.
Oh,
Hold
good
on.
job. Good job. Let's go. We're gonna.
So you're making him indifferent about creatures of your choice that he's hostile towards?
Yeah, so us.
Okay. He just goes, oh, well, I can get other bookcases.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Bookcases are fine.
Yeah, well,
anyway.
no, that one's not fine, but
Well,
I can't be
yeah,
pressed.
but-
It's just a bookcase.
Look,
What am I gonna do,
I'm
put it
really
back together?
sorry
Made out of
about
wood.
that, sir.
Don't even know what you're
uh,
apologizing about. Fuck it.
I walk over to the doorway.
The door?
Yeah, the door, just to be in between him and the door.
Uh-huh. And he goes, oh, yeah, that's the door out of here.
Yeah, what's past this door?
More doors?
That lead to what?
Other rooms?
What do the rooms have inside of them?
Where does
Hi,
it go?
I'm Jin. Who are you?
Oh, hey, listen, I don't know if I should be telling you all that. I'd get in a lot of trouble.
Oh, this is just calm emotions, not zone of truth. True.
Yeah.
Wait, zone of
What-
truth, what?
What?
Listen,
What? I know you weren't talking in character. I'm bullshitting you.
listen. Man. I mean, come on, do we have to do this whole keep it secrecy thing? There's so
By the
many
way,
of us
it only
here.
lasts- It only lasts a minute, so just be prepared.
Okay, fine. And then as he says that, Jin draws his sword. Okay, we can either just share who the fuck you
Whoa,
are
wait
right
a second.
now.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
No. You're fine.
I
You're
put
fine.
the books down. Why are you drawing weapons?
You just
He
seem
just-
like you're gonna
he does
keep
that when he's
information, and I
gesticulating.
just want information.
Wait,
Okay,
hang on, I have
and
an
what if my
idea.
life was on the line?
It's not.
It is.
No, it's
would it
not.
be?
You don't know who you're messing with, do you? Who even are you? Why are you down here?
I'm a
Well-
Philion. That's Drill.
I'm
Nice
Jin.
to meet you. Jay, you
I
already
don't know
told me
what-
you're Jin.
Punch a hole.
Wait a second. Is that Valxis Winterlight?
Yes, it's
Oh
not.
my
Yes, it's
god,
me.
big fan!
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah, I've traveled.
Thank you.
He found one.
I've traveled the Empire before. Me and my wife have come to some of your performances in the Empire before you decided to go on some tirade in other continents. Like you really hated performing back home, huh? Kind of abandoned the people who made you.
No, I
Oh,
want
I'm
whoa,
just
whoa,
messing
wait
with
a
you. No, I
minute.
love
No,
your
I want to
music.
just
It's
explore
fantastic.
more.
You do good work.
Thank you.
You do
Thank
good
you.
work, especially when you fly around. I'm like, man, I wish I could fly.
Yeah, it's nice. It's fun. The
Henry
wind
goes,
blowing in my hair. Right.
I can make you fly. What?
Oh, God.
Oh yeah? That'd be
I
a
think at this
dream.
point, calm emotions has ended.
Yeah, but he's not. He
We have
doesn't
left.
immediately become hostile again
Yeah.
unless someone aggro's on him. Like,
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah. So he's like, So, you just kind of break through people's bookcases, or...
Oh, I don't know. Ask Drell that one.
Wait, Valxis, what are you... Mr. Winterlight, sorry, didn't mean to use your first name. What are you
Which
doing
one?
down in a dirty old underground pit like this? Shouldn't you be somewhere performing for nobles and making coin?
Yeah, I got tired of that.
Came to perform for the kids.
Insight check.
Me?
Yeah. On his reaction to that sentence.
There it is again, the mentioning of the kids.
Yeah, you
Right.
immediately brought up the kids. It seems to have, like, phased him. You just don't know how.
Wasn't me, man. I didn't say anything.
What would a 16 passive insight do? Nothing?
You saw him get a little upset. Like, sad. But he doesn't respond to that comment. He just moves on. Tired of it? You got tired of performing?
Well, no, I wanted to explore more of the countries and decided to tour
Well,
into.
someone gets taken from the Empire, they wind up in the kingdom. No one's gonna go looking for them.
Can I go to move past him?
Sure, he's in the middle of an open room.
What?
Valxis
What?
is at the door.
Yeah, I'm at the door.
Yeah.
Like,
What-
he's not
what did
blocking you.
By
Oh.
that?
Yeah. I got, they came into my house in the middle of the night, told me I was needed for something, and threatened to murder me if I didn't go with them. So, here I am.
Who did?
Well, the people who run this stuff, I don't know, they don't tell me their names. I mean, there
What
is
stuff?
the one
Wait,
lady. She's
have
the
you
most
been-
terrifying of them all.
That seems kind of
The lady.
Yeah. The one, they're calling her the Phoenix.
That's what I thought.
I knew it.
You knew
Huh.
what?
So you're
Fourth wall breaking? Okay.
you're prisoner here.
They said I could try to leave, but it wouldn't end well. And he gets like really solemn for a second, and he looks over at Ben and he goes, I was brought in to make sure the children are educated.
Wait, what?
Were you
You're a
a
teacher?
tutor?
Teacher, sort of. And they were under the impression that I could be replaced up north, and that them being able to find a feeble teacher who would be willing to go along with whatever they want at the risk of their own life would come teach the children that they've been relocating.
What?
When
You know,
you say up north, what does that mean?
The Empire,
Like-
where I just said I'm from. Me and my wife went to Valxis' performances up there.
Mhm.
Are you saying these kids are being brought to the Empire?
Yeah.
No, the kids are down. The kids are down here.
No, he's from the Empire.
I'm from the. I got taken
he
from
got
the
kidnapped
Empire
from the
to
Empire.
be a teacher here because what are they gonna do? Look for a 50-something-year-old man who got brought across border lines?
Maybe that's why Valxis is here.
Are you here to search for me?
I thought he was here to perform.
Wait, was he here to perform or to search for me? Because now you're saying two different things.
Well, he's performing down here is how we first met him.
Okay. So you weren't here to. You didn't even know I was missing, did you?
No, I didn't. I'm
Okay.
sorry.
No, that's
It's more of a
fine. I
bit of a
understand. I just know my
serendipitous
wife's doing
situation.
okay.
But the good thing is now we can rescue you. We
Well,
can get you out
yes,
of
I
here.
just, you kind of grow fond of the little rascals,
Oh, we're getting them out of
there's-
it. We're
there's
getting
Ron.
them out
Where?
of it.
Little Ront, and there's Gale,
Ron?
and
Uh-huh.
Kent.
Who else?
and
Wait,
little
whoa.
little Breck Jr.
Breck
and,
Jr.
And Opal, she's new, kind of feisty. She tried to scratch me the first day I was teaching her and said she didn't need some dumb old man to teach her math.
Yeah.
Does sound like Opal.
When did you last see her?
Well, we had class yesterday.
And they're all gone. Okay.
What do you mean they're all gone? No, we're supposed to have class again later today.
Oh, really?
They get taught
What's the-
daily. Do you think education takes breaks?
Did we get your name by chance?
No.
May we?
Why?
Just
What if
for
they
addressing-
if they're gonna kill me? What if you kill me?
But
I'm
I
not
mean,
gonna
you
kill
can't-
you. You're
we're not-
Your first interaction with me was this man bursting through my bookshelf.
he's
So-
he's a bit rough on the edges.
I'm
What were those names of
sorry.
the?
Is
The
it
children
because
again.
you were poorly educated as a child?
We're getting a bit off topic. What were the names of those children again?
There's Ron.
I heard him say Ront.
And there's Kent. And there's
Yeah, that's-
Gale. And there's Breck
three.
Jr. And there's Opal. And then there's what's his name? He's new. Came with that Opal one, but she's so,
Valxis.
Rah!
The first three, Kent,
What's he
Gale, and
look
Ron.
like?
They were missing from Hedron.
Yes, from Hedron. Yes.
And Breck Jr. is my old boss's, what's to assume is a little one.
Your old boss. Oh, the man of the manor. Yes, little tiefling boy, Breck Jr.
Yeah.
Sometimes when I do really well at teaching, they let me sleep upstairs. It's been a while. My name, because I guess if I'm going to die, I might as well know who I am on the way out so you feel the guilt. Frederick Kentris. You can just call
Nice
me
to meet
Frederick.
you, Frederick.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
What time is this class today?
He looks at the walls. I don't know. What time is it now?
It's
Early
about 9
morning.
a.m.
Oh,
Jin turns around open armed.
but I guess it's 9 a.m. I didn't even know. It's whenever they come and fetch me, tell me that it's time for the children to be educated. You know, they must reach a certain level of education before they get taken away.
What's the level of education?
Nah, you
That's
have
a-
to pass a test.
How long does that normally take?
It depends on the child. Some of them are gifted. Other ones a lot slower to learn.
What kind of test is it then?
A basic one, your maths, your commons, your... sometimes we teach them Elvish. We see if they can learn Elvish. It depends on who the family that's trying to take them in is.
Okay.
Jin, we're trying to find the kids. So should we try and make the luck of our situation? And
Wait here? Yeah.
if Frederick would be willing, if you would be willing to help us, Frederick, if
Oh,
you help
I
us, we
would
can
get
help you.
killed very quickly.
We can protect you.
I don't know if I believe you. You all seemed
Eh.
very hostile a second ago, and now you're also offering me protection.
Are
Trail
you-
is really the only one with a bit of a
And
tendency
there was
to be
one
rough
boy
around the
that was
edges.
taken away, by the way.
Yeah, what was his name?
I don't remember.
Insight check.
Go ahead.
I would like to insight check too.
Sure.
Jin is
Everyone who
gonna
wants to
walk
can.
over towards Valxis.
30-20.
Dirty 20.
Probably not going to be
What
higher
about
than
me?
mine. Oh
Hey.
yeah, my rolls are on point today.
Ben, you're under the impression that he's confused why he can't remember.
Hey, you think this guy's, like the robots and all the other people we've met, like branded?
I don't think so.
Wouldn't he
Did
know?
they
Seems all there.
brand you with like a phoenix symbol?
Oh, no,
Oh.
no. I am not part of their organization. I don't worship the lady, so...
Okay.
That's
How many kids have you taught?
Huh. Well, there's the 5 that are down here right now, the one who just left, and I'm sure there were others. There were others, right?
Are you all right there?
What? Yeah, no, I'm fine. How can I help you?
Well,
oh shit.
Well,
You asked about how many
you're-
kids. I was just saying at least 5. Minimum 6.
I test the door.
It's good
Door's
information.
locked.
oh, fuck.
Cool.
Frederick.
Great. Fuck.
Yes.
Now we have a busted
How can I help
fucking
you?
bookshelf.
Well, if you're willing to help us, then we can definitely help you. We're
Okay.
able and willing.
Right. I have
when the-
books. Am I to teach you?
I go
no,
to the
just
bookshelf.
when the time comes, you
Okay.
said that they come for you.
Oh, yes,
Whoever
they come
these
through
people
that
are.
door right there, and they say, Mr. Frederick, it's time to teach the kids. And I say, okay, here I come. And I take my books, and I go.
If
go to the-
But
you could act like everything is normal, like we weren't here.
Well, you guys broke the bookshelf.
you say you guys, but with one person. What room do you end up teaching these kids in?
The room where they're in the cages.
Okay, so how far? How
What do you
fucking
want?
deep
What are you
did-
doing, Noah?
I'm
You
I'm
go over
running
to the bookcase.
bookshelves. I'm gonna fucking take out all the busted ass books and throw them through the hole that we came
What do you mean
through.
busted ass books? You busted the bookshelf, not
The
the books.
bookshelf is currently behind a wall.
Yeah.
I slide it out.
Okay.
With busted holes in it.
Strength check.
Fuck.
You fucked up this bookshelf. Whether it comes out is going to be really important here. It might be stuck in there.
Yeah, it could be like all.
You
Busted.
pull out the bookshelf. It's like got pieces falling off of it at this point.
I take out the broken pieces and I throw them inside the tunnel.
Okay, there are now 2 big holes in the bookshelf.
I take some books and I cover the big holes, like some unbroken books.
Okay.
Trail, what are you trying to do?
Slide up-
Can you
Shh,
attack
give me-
them?
Just give me a
keep doing what you're doing.
give me a dexterity saving throw. Only saving throw because it's dexterity plus proficiency bonus. So just whatever your dexterity saving throw is, for how
you
well
just
you
keep-
can put this back. Okay.
Hey, 24. You
He
keep doing what you're doing.
accurately hides the holes. The bookcase looks semi-normal. You'd have to like really be looking at it to notice something wrong.
How's
Jin
the
holds
floor?
a thumbs up. Hey, we have to walk out through there if we're gonna hide.
Yeah. Don't worry. I'll slide it behind us.
But how are you going to put the books back when it's
Yeah.
on the other side? What if you move
There's
them
2
in the
holes
process?
on the back. I'll just fucking grab the holes.
I'll stay on this side and turn invisible, and
No, it's
then
not.
I'll follow him
you're
out.
you're gonna turn invisible.
And
Okay.
once we get there, I'll try and check to see if Opal's all right,
Is there a bed in this room?
and then
No.
maybe assist her.
What is in this room? Just a
The
chair. and a-
bookshelves. The bookshelves.
Should we have
what
a-
looks like a fireplace, a table, a chair, and books.
You
And you see
fucking
like a
kidding me?
you see a plate where like he had clearly been fed the night before.
Ben, should we have a sign if we're in danger?
No one
Well,
knows.
if you're in danger while you're investigating for Opal?
I don't have a way of contacting over distance.
Can you only make one person be invisible?
I can make anyone, but only one at a time.
Only one at a time.
How is
Hey, Henry, can you be invisible?
Yeah, what's up? I can
What do you got?
teleport. I can make the floor greasy. I can blink in and out of the ethereal plane. I can banish people. I can make my puppy. I can make passages through walls that no one's ever had before.
Hey,
That's
hey,
actually
that's
quite useful.
What is?
The passage.
that last thing you just said.
What? Making
kind
my
of walls do
puppy?
they- No, the passages through the walls. Are there any particular walls that they have to be, or
No, but also yes.
Oh, Henry, you saint.
It
And
can
I
go
grab him
about
by the
20
ears.
feet, but then like that's it.
we just need to be able to put up enough of a guise for the broken bookshelf, and then once.
Well, no,
Frederick
I
and-
create passageways.
He creates
so,
passageways.
So like
Okay.
then it would go away afterwards.
Wait,
What
so
if
we
we
just-
were able to follow?
Well, I'm
So-
saying like
so-
we could go in to the wall
After.
without moving the bookshelf,
Yeah.
and then also come out without moving the bookshelf. But that's too, you know.
Here, I'll just. Oh, hang on. I have
Well,
a better idea.
My main concern, I don't care about us getting past the bookshelves or not. Ben said he'll put the books back. It's mostly following Ben into the cage, or at least communicating with Ben.
Well, like, I mean,
Listen,
I don't know, man. I mean,
Are
if you
we-
want me to make passages in the walls, I can make passages in the walls.
hear me out here.
I'm hearing
Are
you
we
out.
doubling down, or are we gonna have to back out of here at some
Are we
point?
leaving again?
No,
No,
we're not leaving.
Hear me out.
Because you guys are making it sound like Ben's gonna go do all this shit by himself.
Hear me out. We can just simply slide through the bookshelf right now and hide on the other side. It's not fully blocked. And
Okay.
then Ben can sit here invisible, follow out with him. You can spend one spell. We don't have to push the bookshelf back all the way if we're just lucky and they don't look back here. We get out all the light. We can just block out the light with like our clothes or something. I don't. And then we can just come back through the bookshelf. You can do one tunnel spell through like this wall, and then we can just go for it. Whatever happens after. No turning back.
So then why don't we just go through that wall now to the doorway?
We don't want them to all know we're here. All, like, 6 of us? Yeah.
Frederick, do you know where
They
the
will
cage
know we're here
room
if we
are?
do that, though.
No, they put a bag over my head every time we leave this room.
Oh,
Jin, that's
tight.
why we need to be able to follow them, because we don't know the locations of the cages or in the room that they're being
There's
held
only
in.
one man who grabs me every day, and I just go willingly, or else he'll stab me. So,
And then go willingly.
well, yeah, I do go willingly. What
For
do you
this
think?
next for the next
Do you think I
time they
won't
come and
get?
get you.
I don't want to die.
Yeah, man, I don't.
You're making it seem like I'm making a choice to risk my life instead of just doing what I've been doing and living. And I don't know or trust any of you, so I'm just gonna go about my day like I normally do.
Perfect.
But like,
Cool,
if
so
they
back to my
use
plan.
magic on me to ask me who was in here, if for some reason they noticed the holes in the bookshelf, that's not like I'm gonna try to survive.
That's fair and understandable.
Henry goes, okay, like what if I have an idea though?
Okay,
What's
what's
your
your
No,
idea?
you guys should be coming up with the ideas yourselves.
I just had a good idea.
You guys
That's
should be coming
amazing.
up with ideas yourselves though.
So
It was
the
a decent
idea
enough
is, so
idea. If-
it's one
Nobody
man.
said anything to my idea.
Well, it's one man. Do you know if there's any others that, if it's just one man that comes in the room? Hear you?
I don't know. It's at least one.
Ben,
Then the
Valxis,
bag goes over my head. But hold on. What's... yeah. Go ahead.
Ben or Vaxis, do either of you have any illusory-based magic at your disposal?
Depends
No.
on what you
Neither
want
of
to
you
do.
have disguise self?
I have disguise self, yeah.
I wasn't thinking of
Oh.
more along the lines of disguise self, but perhaps just making so that the holes in the bookshelf are do not
was-
appear there.
Thinking about that as well.
I did a pretty
Could.
good job.
It's a decent enough job, but it's not perfect, Drail.
We could leave it opened and then just put a bookshelf there.
That's like almost what I said.
That is, yeah.
It seems like you're all uncoordinated. You
It's
know,
taking a
maybe if
bit.
you attend my class, I can teach you to work together like the kids do.
I can either do that or be invisible. Not both.
So
You
we
be
come back to...
invisible. We can take our chances hiding behind there and hoping not to get spot.
Well, we could also all hide. I mean, wait for him to be taken and then come out, and I doubt
Oh,
they'll
that's
lock an
true.
empty room.
Yeah, and then just tunnel out.
Okay, but
Yeah,
like,
that's
couldn't
true.
I just, like, create a doorway where the locked door is?
Right
we
now.
don't know where the rest of the
Well, right now or later,
existing
you know?
goes.
Well, if
That's
they
what I was
take
bringing up.
him, there's no reason to guard the locked door or the empty room.
You don't know. What if, like, someone breaks into the manor and finds the tunnel?
Well, I would assume that since they put him here, they don't know that this door exists, this passageway.
But weren't the sconces like recently used?
Well, that was by someone else then. But this
You
wasn't
guys make
locked.
the decision.
I mean,
I'm just gonna go along with it. Like I said, you guys
you
tell me
guys
what you
pick.
want me to do, and I'll do it. Gotta save the little cat lady.
I'm just saying, why is he locked in here if there's an easy way for him to get out?
Because what if he didn't? What if Frederick, didn't know that existed until just now? Also, he's a feeble old man, and it looked like it took you guys a little bit to pull that bookshelf.
Yeah.
I don't know. You
Frederick.
guys do what you're gonna do. They go through the cellar, you know? They just go through
Also,
the cellar
yeah.
probably every time.
This was originally my friend's house, so, and no one has been living in it, as we saw. So these passageways could be old.
Wait, what?
I don't know. What are we doing? You guys tell me what to do, because right now we're just kind of burning through time.
Frederick, when the people come and get you, do they lock the door behind them?
I
this room.
don't pay attention to that.
Let's
I
just
got a
figure out when
bag
we
over
get
my
there.
head, and I got to think about how am I going to introduce myself to the kids today? Do I say, "Hello, it's me, Frederick"? No.
As
do I
you normally
say,
would.
No, I'm
You would
saying
introduce
when I
yourself as
do.
well.
I'm saying you asked if I know if it gets locked. I'm saying normally my brain thinks about, am I going to say, what am I going to say to the kids today? How am I going to introduce myself? Am I going to say, "Hello, it's me, Frederick"? Or am I going to say, "Good morning, class"? Or am I going to say, "Hello, students"? Or am I going to say, and he just starts going on and on about things
Okay,
he's said in the past.
let's just go with the original plan Drill had, and we'll just
Drill,
see what
as
the
he-
fuck goes on.
Drail's idea was good. We just need to figure out a way to shore up the loose ends, like the bookshelf being somewhat destroyed. Yes, you did a good patchwork job, but it's still not perfect.
I mean, it's something we have to deal with. Maybe he shouldn't punch through bookshelves. Who knows? We're fucked. Let's just do something.
Okay. Ben, you stay in here and cast invisibility. When they come and pick up Frederick, follow them. We'll be just on the other side of the bookshelf. Henry, when we hear them leave and come get Frederick, we'll wait a moment until they're gone. Then you do the passage. We'll go through the passage, and depending on if they lock the door behind themselves, we might need another one. If not, then we try and follow them from a distance and see where they go and make a tail.
Oh,
Okay, the only question I have is why do I have to use the first passage if we could just move the bookshelf again?
You
It
don't
may
have
be
to-
too loud, and the bookshelf may be a little bit broken.
We're not going to shut it the whole way. That's the plan.
Cool, let's
No,
go.
Okay. If you guys want me
I
to
was
use
just
two
saying that if we don't
passageways, that's
shut it, though.
fine.
If we
Oh,
don't shut the
oh.
bookshelf the whole way, they might notice the difference when they come to pick up Frederick, is all I'm
I
saying.
said, let's just black it out. Yeah, hey man, look.
Can we
You-
just
you
do
know,
this?
it
Like
can't
this
all
is
Can
be
we
such,
go?
this is
Like,
so weird,
I don't know
man.
what to
This
do.
is like
Like,
you guys are
Dude.
arguing for the same point. It's just really weird.
well, I don't think it matters how loud the bookshelf is if they're gone from the room.
We're also underground, so like
That too.
sounds and stuff.
happen.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay,
we
I'm
all
going
also
behind the
are
bookshelf,
straight
and
down-
Henry
yeah, I'm
walks
going.
over and slides the bookshelf into the hole again, and then just goes and stands on top of the rubble you've shoved into the tunnel.
Yeah, Jin
Also-
is next
also-
to Henry.
The second
They're
thing
going Jin.
is that couldn't Ben just unlock the door?
I
Once
said that
he gets
earlier.
past it, he would just wait until they leave a little bit, unlock the door on the other side, if it's even possible to do that,
I'm gonna take off my shoes.
Okay.
and then follow them as we're getting
My
out.
bag.
Okay.
Sounds good. So,
Cool.
Sick.
Three of
I
you
get
are
behind the
already in the
bookshelf.
tunnel, so
yeah, I go in the tunnel.
everyone in the tunnel except for Ben. Cool. You guys push the bookcase back in front of you. Ben, you go and need a dexterity check from Ben. Dexterity, do a save because it's proficiency bonus too. Dex save from Ben to see how well he can put the books back after the whole bookcase has been moved twice.
Well, his save may not have a proficiency bonus with it.
Oh, true. We'll add your proficiency. Okay.
Ooh.
The books look a little messy. You're struggling to get them up. You're putting books back and like trying to position them when suddenly you hear the door unlock and you immediately turn invisible.
Yeah.
You hear the door unlock. You hear the door open. Ben, you see a singular man come in, bag in his hand, and he goes, "Oi, Frederick, it's time to go." And Frederick goes, "Okay, time to go. Hello, students. Hello. Hi." And he's like, "Frederick, you see these kids every day. Just get in the..." Puts the bag over his head and exits the room, and you hear a lock. Ben, you got out with them before he shuts it, because he kind of holds it open and escorts them out. I need a stealth with advantage from you to see if you can like squeeze through without being noticed while he's like escorting Frederick out. Okay, 16 plus what?
Hey,
17.
nice.
17. Yeah, you get out easily. And you're standing in what seems to be this hexagonal room that has a tunnel leading to the south, and 4 other doors around you. And you see the guy takes Frederick over to one of the doors, turns around, shuts the door, locks that door, goes over, unlocks another door, opens it, ushers Frederick in. Are you going into that room as well? Or that tunnel?
Yeah.
Okay, you get through that door as well. He shuts it behind him and locks it, and then starts walking down the hallway with Frederick, and you're with them. Walking and continuing forward until you guys get to the end, and it opens up into another room. And in this room, you see 6 different cages. One of them is empty. You see all of the children and Opal. Opal is unconscious in her cage. You see Keiso sitting in a chair at a table, carving an apple with a knife and kind of eating bits off of it as he carves them out. And in the corner of the room, you see a woman glowing. She's like if you had an Aarakocra that was a phoenix. Her hair is like fire. Her talons glow. Her feathers look like they're made of fire. It's literally if an Aarakocra was a phoenix. Instead of like, there's Aarakocra that are like hawks or falcons. It's a phoenix Aarakocra. And she's sitting in a shiny studded leather that glows a bright orange. And she's actually kind of just floating in space right now with her arms crossed. And you hear her go, "Oh, Frederick, welcome. Another day, more education for the kids. You're doing a very good thing here, sir." And he responds, "Ah, yes, Miss Phoenix, I do what I can to not die." And she goes, "Oh, Frederick, you won't die unless you don't do what I say. And I don't like killing. It gets all my feathers dirty." And he starts a class, and you are in the corner of the room about 2 minutes into your invisibility.
We hear that
unconscious.
2-minute walk. Sheesh, it's close.
2 minutes. It's like, well, okay, I'd say like 3 or 4 minutes that it took to walk down multiple hallways. You guys are back in the tunnel. The door shuts. You hear the click of a lock.
Well, they locked the door.
Let's open the bookshelf and get going.
You guys easily open the bookshelf. I need whoever's gonna open the bookshelf. I need a singular strength saving throw.
I'll do it.
The bookshelf gets jammed in the hole. You guys open it, but it's not coming back out.
Good. Find it.
Fuck it.
As you guys
Fine.
walk into the room, now you guys are in the room. No Ben, no... You guys don't know if Ben left, but no Ben, no Frederick.
All right, Henry, tunnel us out.
Well, I test the door first.
Door's locked.
Okay, locked.
Wait, do you want me to just like open a door in this door?
Yep, sounds good.
Okay. He takes a staff off of his back and just waves it across the door, and you see the pieces of metal start to like compress and fold in until the door is now missing. And you guys can just walk through.
Sweet.
Before we all head out, I'm gonna give my staff a light tap, and at the top where the crystal is, it's gonna be like a light fire before turning to. That's gonna spew out before turning to ashes, as the ashes cover the floor in a 30-foot radius and cast pass without
Pass
a
without a
trace.
trace. Okay. You guys walk all out, like all of you walk out into this room, and there are just doors, like multiple doors around you, and you don't know what door goes where. I need to send you guys another map.
Okay. I guess seeing that, I guess Jin would transform. He would shift over.
You're shifting.
Yeah. Let me mark the thing. I gotta go. He's probably gonna shift over and then also draw his sword.
So you guys you guys go through a tunnel, sorry, and then go through another door that leads you to the room of like the door of rooms. Sorry. So that's why it's like 4 or 5 minutes. So AJ, you went through a tunnel, then another door. So like there's 2 doors here. That leads to a room of doors, and then you went through one of the 3 or 4 doors to get to another room.
I'm trying to think.
I put a map in.
Would have attempted to mark where.
How would you have attempted to mark something while invisible?
Prism stones.
I don't know if I want to either like leave something on the ground, or I'm trying to think if I had like, I don't know. I didn't prepare any like writing device like charcoal or anything, but
I'm just saying it'd be really hard to do while invisible and stealth right next to a guy. So if you have a way to do it, I'm going to have you roll a sleight of hand, but you have to tell me the way you're marking your direction.
I don't know. Just pieces of component, I guess,
What
like
component?
flint and stuff like that, like soft things
Okay. Sleight of hand.
from my component pouch. And
This
I
is
would have
gonna-
just dropped it
This is
before I
going to
walked through a door.
retcon whether or not he notices.
10.
Okay. He would notice the things on the floor. He wouldn't notice you dropping them, and he would have picked them up and been like, "What the fuck is this?" And like picked them up off the ground and took them with
He
him.
would have gone back behind me, or
He only held the door open long enough for you and Frederick
Yeah.
to get through, and then he shut it immediately. So if you're dropping stuff,
and
you're
if
in
you
front
were
of him.
walking
You're in
forward,
front
I
of
mean,
him.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah. So it was literally like you're an invisible person dropping things in front of someone. Like that's why I had him roll a perception versus your sleight of hand to see whether or not he would have noticed them. He didn't notice you doing it, but he noticed that things were on the ground and was kind of just like, "What the fuck?" and like picking them up.
Well, if I saw him pick it up, I just wouldn't do anything.
Then you would
so
stop.
whatever.
So after he picked up the first one, you would have stopped, and he wouldn't pick up anymore.
Son bitch.
So was seeing probably like a hall of rooms. Yeah, Jin would.
So you
shift
guys are
over,
currently
and
in
then-
you guys are currently in a chamber
Yeah.
of 4 doors,
The
and
hexagon?
you came out of one.
Can I also ignite both my swords with Crimson Right too? Shifting
2d4
over?
damage to yourself.
Ugh.
1. Oof.
Ouch.
That's a 4 right away.
And a 1.
Ah,
5
that's
points of
not-
damage to yourself.
That's not too bad.
Okay. And you guys do see a
shit.
tunnel that goes off. You have 4 doors and a tunnel that goes off.
Man. I guess Jin would try to. I guess in his form, could he even like smell Ben's scent? Does
Sure, make a survival check at advantage because you're trying to track
Okay.
someone's scent in your
Okay.
hybrid form. It's a good thing this is advantage. Throw the damn
11.
die. Stop
I
dropping
did throw
it.
it that time?
No, you didn't. Okay, an
Did-
11. It's hard down here, man.
Would you be able to?
Smell.
You don't smell them. Is it dirt or stone that we're walking on?
Dirt, for the most part.
Dirt?
It's a mix.
Jin,
It's
would
like
you
an
be able to
amalgamation of both.
find any footprints?
I could
It
try.
would have been part of the same survival check. He's not going to do
Okay,
another
yeah.
survival check
Damn.
to see if he's. I mean, if you want,
There's
you can do
too
another
much-
survival check, but it'll be a flat roll.
Okay.
And then if you tried it
sure, why
again, trying to like hear
It's
things, it'd be a
disadvantage,
disadvantage.
yeah.
You're trying the same thing too many times.
not. Okay. I'll just roll a d20 because that'll be the survival. Yeah.
+3.
+3.
17.
Oh, +3.
17. Oh, I wasn't sure when you said flat roll.
No, flat
if
roll
it-
means
oh,
no advantage,
no
no
advantage.
disadvantage.
Okay, sorry.
So 17, yeah, you see fresh footprints. You see an extra set of footprints, multiple footprints going through the door that is to your... on that map, it looks like direct east, but again, the map is flipped over, so west. But yeah, the door to the far right.
Jin is like, the footprints lead this way.
And you guys also noticed the door that led into the room of doors wasn't locked. But the one that was at the entrance to the library area where he was staying was locked.
Interesting. Let's try and be as quiet as possible. Jin, you think it's through there?
I mean, this is kind of what I'm getting from like the footprints.
Okay. Let's keep going then. But try to be as quiet as possible while we follow.
Okay, this door is locked.
Dreo,
Mhm.
would you be able to pick this lock? I don't want Henry to keep using up his own power.
That's not really my thing, but I can give it a go.
Flat dex check. No saving throw. It's not working. You're fiddling with it. It's not like the doors in the manor. You're struggling to get it with a dart. Henry goes, "Listen, it's fine. I got it. It's part of the staff. As long as I don't use all of them and the staff doesn't explode, it's fine." And then he waves the staff, and the door does the same thing where it like crunches in, and it's now an open doorway. And all of you need to make stealth checks as you enter this tunnel.
Much appreciated, Henry. When you make your stealth check, it's going to be +10.
It's an additional +10 on everything else you've already done.
So on top of your own modifiers, it's going to be +10.
So that's a
Thirty.
34,
I got a
30,
30.
30. 34,
Holy
30, 30,
shit.
24. And then Henry gets a
Yeah, I got a natural 20.
9 + 1 is
What
10. He
the
gets a 20.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's just a spell?
Yeah, it's a level 1 spell.
Level 2.
Level 2 spell, like I
Maybe.
said. Okay. You guys go through a straight tunnel that leads you to a chamber with 6 cages. You're stealth to the moon as you guys see light coming from this tunnel, and you hear in the distance just, "So if you take 3 oranges and you push them next to 2 oranges, how many oranges do you have?" And you hear a little feminine voice just go, 5. And he's like, "Very good, Gale. Very good. Yes, that's 5 oranges. Opal, are you sleeping? Can I wake her
just
up?"
sleeping.
And you hear, "No, you cannot wake her up. If the students don't learn their lessons, they don't get to leave."
Holy shit. That's what we hear down the hall?
It's a little
would've
muffled.
tried
Ben, you're
to-
right there.
Tap on Opal. Like
She's
stick
in
my
a
hand
cage.
through the bar.
The cage.
Yeah.
You can't fit your hand through the bar.
But- No.
It's not like a shark cage. Think
It's
more
like gridded?
like gridded,
Yeah.
squares.
Gotcha.
But you see her there. You can get close to her cage, and you can make a perception check if you'd like to see like her condition. If you'd
Oh,
like.
God.
Paul's just slowly dying of boredom.
No, she's unconscious.
She's taking boredom damage.
Yeah, boredom damage.
A 9.
From what you can see in this cage, she looks hurt. It looks like she's fought back multiple times, and
All
that
that
they
boredom
have
damage.
knocked her the fuck out so that she does not keep fighting back. You see a plate of food in the corner of her cell where she's refused to eat. But other than that, you see the other kids. They don't seem all that upset. They're kind of just like enjoying school, and they've all eaten their food. But you're in this room, and you hope that everyone else comes along as soon as possible.
So are we at like the doorway, or are we in the room?
So you guys are like kind of against the wall, like hearing things around the corner. You're not in the room. There are torches everywhere in this room. If you
Okay.
guys were to move into this room, there would be nothing for you to hide behind. Right now, all of you are stealthed and then hallway over, just kind of listening.
Okay,
if
gotcha.
Whoever's in the front could peek around the corner and make a perception check if they wanted to. So whoever's in the front row of all of this, of all of you guys lined up.
I don't think I should go first. If there's kids, they'll probably be scared.
Your hands are also on fire.
Here.
Swords. But yeah.
You are you
I'll
doing
go.
swords and transforming, or are you
sword.
doing unarmed and transforming?
Transforming and then drawing the swords, because you can
Okay.
still wield the swords as
I know you
but
can.
yeah.
I just didn't know if
Yeah.
you were using your claws or
I'll
using your
go.
swords.
Don't
No, no,
worry.
Okay, so perception check for Drell sitting at the front.
Don't know if it's gonna matter too much, but as a side note, last sentence is a creature that
17.
receives this bonus of pass without a trace leaves behind no tracks or traces of its passage.
Yeah, there's no way to track you guys at all. You guys
Whoa.
secretly went into this room. 17,
cool.
you see just about everything. You see all the kids in the cage. You see this Phoenix Aarakocra woman. It's kind of fucking stunning. Like, she is almost made of fire the way a phoenix is, like the painting that was in that main room. But she's adorned in, like, really shiny armor. 1 second. I need to check one thing before I continue.
Holy shit.
You see that she has a longbow on her back, and the longbow seems to be made of like a special white wood with gems in it at the top and the bottom. And she's got she's kind of just standing there with her arms crossed and floating there with her arms crossed and watching. And you see with a 17, she has this crystal, like lavender colored pendant around her neck. And you actually see that she has the symbol of the phoenix emblazoned on her armor.
Tight. Tight. Yeah, I turn around, relay all that info.
Okay. You guys are now all aware of what's in the room.
Henry,
There's a flying
Yeah, what's up?
Aarakocra.
you had uses of teleportation, was it? Or was it just being able to
So I could teleport us. I could teleport all of us to
how
somewhere.
many people?
I'm pretty sure it's 9, but hold on.
If we were somehow able to get Frederick and the kids to you, would you be able to take them somewhere safe? In a way.
Hold on. I'm looking. You and up to 8 creatures of your choice. So 9 people total, and he has to go. So
So 7 others.
no, him plus 8.
Him plus 8? I'm all 100% fine with our group staying here, but getting the kids and Frederick out would be a priority.
Yeah, but how are we have to get
Where
there?
do you want them to like go? Because like you'd have to get all the kids out of the
Yeah.
out of the
cages.
cages and then get them to me, and then well, I mean, it's like it's anyone. Like okay,
Is that door thing permanent?
it's anyone that I
you
can
do?
see within 10 feet of me, technically.
Okay.
No, the door
So
thing's
wait.
not permanent. That does not stay forever. Those doors will close behind me.
Great.
That's fine. If we
No.
were
They
able
last
to get
for an hour though.
It's not fine, really.
We have 2 doors open behind us for an hour.
We have an hour.
Well,
That'll
like
be
one of
plenty
them's
of
an hour,
time.
one of them's like 55 minutes.
Right. No. Yeah, I get that.
But also, if we get all the kids within 10 feet of me, yeah, I could teleport all of us out.
Okay. Then that might be a goal in mind to have.
But like, where am I supposed to go? Where would you want me to teleport them to?
Well,
Because
either
it's anywhere I know. And I know a
Have you
lot
been
of
to Hedron?
places.
Came to
Do you know
Hedron.
Hedron?
I mean, I've been to Hedron. Hey, you guys
Go
know
to
Kurth?
Yeah,
Fucking
I
bushy
do.
brow,
there.
dude. I love
Yeah,
that
he's
guy.
great. Yeah.
Dude, he's my dude.
Focus, sorry, focus.
Sorry. Shh, sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
If we get all the kids within 10 feet of you, take them to Kurth or somewhere in Hedron.
Okay.
Just not
Do
here.
you want me to bring them to Miss Lightborn? Because like we graduated the same
That
class.
too.
Yes,
Yes.
that is
Perfect.
better.
So should I go to her? Or should I go to Kurth?
Her.
Go to her.
Her.
Go to Lightborn.
Okay. Go to the town hall. Got
And
it.
then tell her that you were with us and by name.
Okay. Cool.
She knows who we are.
Cool. So I got Valxis, Drell, Jin, Aphelion, but like you're Aphelion and you're Jin, not the other way around.
Yeah.
And
Correct.
Ben. Speaking of which, where the fuck is he?
If all is to plan, he should be here with us.
Okay.
At least in the next room.
So how are you guys doing this? Because like what I could do but it might take a little bit of time. Is I could like misty step into a cage, grab a kid, misty step out with the kid. Can I misty step with a kid? Corey has to go check.
No, no, you can't.
No, I
you
cannot.
can't.
Never
That's
mind.
thunderous
No.
step. You
Okay.
I
can't.
think
Here's the
Thunderstep
thing.
you can take somebody.
I could
Thunderstep, you can take
thunderstep, but thunderstepping, I move through the air. It's not a teleportation.
Yeah.
So I would that would hurt. However, I can technically teleport 7 times.
Guys, we may have to fight these people. Let's.
We will
We're gonna
fight
have to
them,
run
but-
down a hallway.
So I could theoretically, it would take a bit, but teleport into a cage, grab a kid, teleport out into another cage, grab a kid, teleport out into another cage. It would take quite a while. They'd probably realize what I was doing.
I say we start the fight, buy him time, get them out, and then we figure it out from there, because there's no way we get through this without fighting them.
Of course not. And we've got them in a corner. My hope is that when we do fight them, there isn't any collateral with Frederick or the kids, even Opal.
That's why we
She-
buy them time.
Am I grabbing Opal?
We should be able to get her.
Okay.
She's an adequate
Depends.
enough fighter.
Yeah, no, it's good.
Okay.
By the way, she looks terrifying. Not Opal, the other chick.
Yeah.
I kind of like
Yeah.
peek through the door and look at her.
Dude, she's fucking. It's intimidating as shit.
Gorgeous.
Oh, beautiful.
Drop dead.
Like it's
It's
hard
pretty-
not to be absolutely
Stunning.
enthralled by what you're seeing, because it is like
Dime piece.
the fire, like some of her feathers are literal fire, but they blend into like flowing reds, yellows, and orange feathers. Her talons literally look like they're like fully heated up, like if someone was blowing glass, that like hot glass
Mhm.
look like they're that color. And she seems like she's radiating like this welcoming aura.
Okay, if we're going in there and we're fighting, who's doing
Beauty.
what?
Seducing
Ben, is there
that
anything you're trying
woman.
to do during all this?
I mean, my original plan was to try and wake up
Opal?
Opal, but
Yeah, she seems pretty injured right now. They've taken her belongings. And
is
you
there
can,
only
you
that
can-
one door in this room?
There is a what looks like a trap, like a ladder to a trapdoor in this room as well, but behind her, behind the Phoenix.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Okay, wait.
I can lead the charge if we're going down this hallway. You said you saw Keiso down there? Right, Drell?
You did see
Did I?
Keiso sitting at the table, carving into an
Yeah.
apple.
So you think there's only 2 people in there, right?
No.
there's definitely
Oh no, there's more. There's more people in there.
Okay.
I just pointed them
Uh,
out as the main ones. Ben, I should probably
okay.
make this clear. You guys also noticed there's like 2 guards by the trapdoor waiting at the bottom. There are 2 guards who are sitting at the exit of this tunnel that like haven't noticed you guys are there yet, who are kind of just like starting to doze off because of the teaching lesson. And you see that there is 1 guard standing at every single cage. But these guys don't look like simpletons the way the bandits in the sewer did. These guys look like they're a little more military. And it's men and
Okay.
women. It's not just guys. Like you see that one of them is like one of them's a water genasi, who seems to be just like constantly taking a handkerchief and wiping his brow. You see that, and a couple of them are staring just directly at the Phoenix, and every time she makes eye contact, they look away, and stand their post. Most of them have shields and swords at their sides, but nothing drawn. This room it seems like this is the mission, and we have to keep this place protected.
Okay, so on the map I'm seeing 6 cages.
Mhm.
Okay.
Opal's in the far one, farthest north. Or
Farthest
north on the
Okay.
map, quote unquote, but like you
Top
know what I
Yeah,
mean.
right.
not orientation.
Yeah.
Just on the map orientation is fine. And then what would be the layout that Dre would have seen of the bright lady, the Phoenix person?
Phoenix Lady is to the far right. kind of near the trap door. The table is slightly left of that, with Keiso at it. There's a guard at each one of these cages. 2 guards standing by the trap door and 2 guards by your exit to the tunnel. There's a total of 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 people, including the Phoenix and Keiso. 10 without. If you don't include Frederick or the kids. So a 10 to 12 person fight is what you're looking like you're in for.
Well, if Henry summons his dog, and those...
Oh, do we want the comfort pup?
Yes, please.
We getting Lisa going?
Yep.
It might
And
be
you
good to have-
summoned those, they look like demons or something.
What?
The imps, the
The-
pixies.
yeah,
I summoned
the
a
pixie.
pixie.
Can you summon more of those or just one?
Well, I mean, I could technically do the comfort pup and 1 pixie, but I also didn't prepare to have the pixie there today.
Okay. the comfort
However,
pup is-
what I can do is summon black tentacles from the earth that kind of smell bad. And will smack people
that doesn't sound like a
in
bad
a giant
idea.
cube. I could also summon a cloud that also smells really bad. I can
Can you do
also...
both?
A lot of my stuff can only be done one at a time.
What's the most things you can do at once?
At once, only 1. But, like, if you give me a couple seconds, like every 6 seconds, I could do more things.
Okay.
I mean, not a lot of people
Mathematic-
can cast a lot of magic at one time, man. That's not easy.
No,
Now,
that's
mathematically
fair.
speaking,
Yeah.
for the Phoenix Lady, Keiso,
Uh-huh.
the 1 guard to the bottom right,
Yeah,
and
I'm
the
listening.
2 by the trapdoor,
Right.
are they roughly in a 20-foot cube?
No, that room it looks like it is.
No.
That room is much bigger than 20 by 20, or 10 by a 20-foot cube. Yeah, 20 feet across. No, they're in this room is much bigger than 20 by 20. When I build this map out for next week, like
Yeah.
it is significantly bigger than that.
Okay.
For next week, what?
It is
Yeah,
9:30, and Opal will be here for next session. So,
Boss fight. No, I'm kidding.
are you guys marching in?
I mean,
This
that
thing
sounds
goes
like a plan.
Stealthily.
Oh!
Stealthily.
You're not
I
stealthing
think-
into an open
I
room.
don't think we're getting any.
As soon as you
Wait.
guys cross the threshold,
Wait.
you're unstealthed.
Okay,
When
I
passed
think,
without a
I think-
trace, a veil of shadows and silence radiates from you and
Okay.
masking you and your companions. Is it enough to go
I
away
mean,
from
do you
the
want
torchlight?
people to watch a veil of shadows come through the door right next to them?
that'd be kind of
No.
badass, Loki. I mean,
Oh God. Oh no.
Hey,
Oh,
li-
no.
listen, Listen,
I'll
as
take the
much as I'm
Phoenix.
very for giving you guys like stealth for certain situations, like
Yeah.
these 2 guards are literally right in front of
It's
you
too
guys, and
bright.
they can't
Yeah,
hear
it's
you
too
guys at
bright.
all.
Yeah,
But if
yeah,
you
yeah, it's
walk
too
into an open room by a bunch of people, pass without a trace or not, they're gonna see you.
It's too bright. It's too bright.
Mm.
we need the comfort
Okay.
cup. We just need
Okay.
more.
No, I think we'll be fine.
Okay.
Have the comfort pup ready.
So do I cast? Do you want me to get my comfort pup out
Yes.
now? Okay.
Yes,
He
yes.
casts Henry's comfort pup, which is now an official spell that people will be able to learn later if they want. And Lisa the pitbull, the ethereal pitbull, appears at his feet and just goes and just sits there. And he's like,
Would we be
"Okay,
able
Lisa,
to-
we're gonna go in there. We're gonna kill a bunch of people, but you're gonna kill people. I'm gonna go get a bunch of kids out. Okay, cool."
Would we be able to try and at least draw a few away? Just a few. Perhaps back into the way we came.
Dude, you just made me get the comfort pup. She's not gonna stay quiet for long.
We have
Oh,
to do this.
dear.
And also,
Okay.
if we draw people out, they will hear. We don't really get the luxury of kiting people around.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
we're doubling down here.
Are we just going in?
Yeah.
Who's going
Alright.
first?
I will go first.
Me and Jin. Me and Jin,
Okay, so
man.
you guys just running into the room right now?
I'm taking the
Yeah.
back lane. Oh
Yeah.
God.
Okay,
I'll take the middle.
you
As soon
guys.
as I see them come in, I
Uh-huh.
want to mind sliver the Phoenix.
Woo! Let's get it started.
What's the save?
Oh, dude, he's throwing out the
What's the
hammer,
save?
dude.
Listen,
It would be a 14.
Get it.
She rolled a
Intelligence save.
21. Intelligence? Oh, sorry. 17. She rolled a
Oh.
17 on her intelligence.
Come on.
So it didn't work. And once you do that, because you
Yeah,
cast
I'm
a
no
spell,
longer
you're out of
invisible.
invisible. You guys all storm in. Can I get some battle music real quick?
Do.
No.
No? Okay, cool. Okay, cool. You guys go storming into the room, right? Are you guys yelling anything, saying anything specific, or are you just into the
Just
room?
running in.
Just
running in silently.
Just
Or
you
trying
guys
to be
run
as
into the
quiet
room.
as
Charge.
you can.
You
Silent
guys,
charge, Veil
I
of Shadows.
will. No, I will. Charging into the room, playing my flute will give a bardic inspiration to Jin, so that he has that at the start.
Still
of,
a D6?
Yeah, a D6. Yep.
So you have a bardic inspiration. Just remember that for next week.
I'm
So
gonna
you
write that on
guys-
my notes right now.
You guys go storming into the room. The guards that are by the back door go, "Hey, hey! There's people here! Phoenix, Miss Phoenix!" And she is like staring daggers at Ben right now. And she crosses her arms and goes, "Well, well, well.
Oh!
Our little meddlers seem to want to have some fun." And that's where we're going to end the session.
We're gonna die.
We're going for it. Yeah,
And,
baby.
just to preface where I am for next week, I'm kneeing on the floor next to
Next to
Opal's
Opal's cage. Yep.
Okay.
But that's where we're going to end the session for this week.
Cool.
All right.
I didn't
Let's
realize
get
how
it.
late it was getting. I was like, fuck, I got to end this.
I know.
Let's get
I
it.
was, dude, you guys planned for so long, and I'm like, man, 20 minutes ago, if you guys had decided to rush in, the same thing would have happened, and it would have been like, cool, let's go.
I was like, I don't think the bookcase matters.
Well, the bookcase conversation was like crazy. It was literally just like, yeah, if we can get in, we can get out. Like, that's it. It's fine. But yeah, we're gonna continue this session next week at 6 o'clock because Noah's gonna be a little bit late, so we're not gonna start without him, seeing his combat's gonna be right out the gates. So
Yes.
6 o'clock Eastern next week instead of 5:30, which we started at like 5:41 anyways this week, so it's not like it matters. Gives everyone some
Yeah.
time. But yeah, we'll see you guys at 6 o'clock again next week for this battle against whatever you want to call these people who worship this phoenix. Chat, we appreciate you guys hanging out. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream, and we'll see you later. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.